Hello and welcome back once again. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy out there wherever you are. We have got a fun game tonight, guys. I am joined by my friend and favorite caster of all time, at least who is with me tonight. Cullen, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing really good, and I'm absolutely flattered to be your favorite caster out of everyone who is casting with you for this match. It was very, very difficult competition for me, so I just want to thank the Academy and everyone who rooted me on. But even more importantly, I also want to thank you and also Golden for bringing me on for this really interesting match because we are going to be seeing SURKZ Anime Boomers against Iniquity, which is going to be, at least I think, a really, really interesting match.
Absolutely. I hope those anime boomers are staying safe out there. You know, the coronavirus is being called the boomer doomer. So I hope they are doing what they can to be happy as well and healthy, of course. But yeah, Iniquity, anime boomers. This is happening. This is the losers bracket playoff round 4. Whoever wins this is going to have an excellent chance to make it back into the grand final and take home the grand prize.
Yeah, and I mean, both of these teams have been pretty strong throughout this entire tournament. I mean, both of them, of course, were knocked down into this lower level after losing, but these were both these teams were knocked down at a pretty similar level. Iniquity were knocked down by Cyberstorm after Cyberstorm bested Sora's Anime Boomers in best of 3 themselves. So both of these teams were put in this lower bracket by the powerhouse that is Cyberstorm. So I think these are pretty evenly matched teams. I mean, that was pretty much the only adversity they've seen so far throughout this entire tournament. So honestly, I'm seeing a map 3 in the cards for this best of 3.
It could certainly happen. They're two very talented teams. I'm going to run through the list here really quick. The first map is going to be Overpass. That is going to be the Sora Boomers starting out on the CT side. And of course, the second map will be Mirage. Iniquity are going to be starting on the CT side of Mirage. And should we go to a third map in this best of 3, the third map is going to be Terrain. And of course, the knife round will then decide starts out on which side for that map.
Yeah, and it looks like we are finally getting into this first map. We've seen a surprising amount of Overpass so far in this entire tournament. It's a map that I think has definitely at this lower amateur level of CS gotten a lot more popular. You used to not see it as much. I mean, especially in the group stages, you would see a lot of Dust, a lot of Mirage maps like that. But I feel like we've been seeing a lot of Overpass recently. So I think this is going to be a map that both teams are pretty comfortable on. Of course, this is the pick of Sora's Anime Boomers. I do believe we saw them face off against Silence most recently on this map. I don't know if they played against Insula on this. I wasn't able to catch that best of 3, but they have shown that they're really solid on this. They do have a little bit of a late start, at least when it comes to their CT side, but when they're on the T side, they are very solid. They are so good at their aggression. So I think if Sora's Anime Boomers play their cards right, they'll probably be taking this map 1.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I hate to agree with you here. I like being the devil's advocate, but I think that unfortunately, so for Iniquity, Sora's Anime Boomers are going to be in a pretty good spot to take this map. And we are getting into the knife round here, so it should be just a minute for this knife round to get over and done with, and we'll be on to the first round. But yeah, pistol round. I think it's going to be really important for Iniquity to want to come out swinging here. They're going to want to take away um, as many rounds off of this T side as they can, because it, like you said, the T side of Sora's Anime Boomers is just so strong on this map. They do it really well. A lot of teams have a really hard time dealing with that aggression and the way they play, the so fast and loose and just relentless.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are getting into this pistol round right away. It does look like there isn't going to be much investment coming through. A few pieces of armor for the side of Sora's Anime Boomers. Looks like we do have 4 pieces of armor, and Try hasn't bought down yet. And we do have a little bit of utility over on this Iniquity side, but It seems like the fight is going to be coming over towards this B site as we have 3 players from SURKZ pushing down in this connector area, but it does look like it's going to be a somewhat fast B take as they do get control of this outer monster area at first.
Yeah, I gotta say something here. I really like this boost. Sora being boosted on top of that wall towards B by his teammate Booty Lord there. That could come in really handy for a couple of nice shots. And the execute is in. It's gonna be the take here coming in. This is Sora trying to do what he can. He hits one, finds Dolt over the top of the smoke, but that's it. They are pretty much locked out of the bomb site here. And the bomb is gonna go down. Try on the retake now, 5 versus 4. They're trying to find headshots back in. Blaker's gonna find 2 on the flank. That's huge. That opens things up big time. And Steedle tries to trade one back, but that's all the terrorists are gonna find. Sora are in command. They're in control. They are in charge, and they are telling Iniquity to sit down. They take the first pistol very convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we know Sora's anime boomers for, is they are just a group of hardcore aimers. They're able to hit their shots the second they need to, and they're so good at finding those heads. I'm surprised that boost coming through with Sora on the top of it was able to even find a kill. It looks like they were almost pre-aiming that position. I think someone called out that they saw a player there, but the fact that they were able to get a kill and drop away without getting killed themselves is super cool, and it looks like we are going to get a little bit of utility from Sora's team.
Look at this aggression from Sora. He's pushed up all the way to Steedle. I'm going to cut you off, but he's about to find the bomb here. Steedle is watching a flank, though, and he's going to take off his head with the Tech 9. Excellent shot from him to grab that gun. There's going to be no refrag coming through. Some spam through the wall traded to both players. Dolt's going to come out worse for wear in that situation. But meanwhile, Try in connector. He's going to aggress a little bit too far and catch Jinja by surprise. So now 4 versus 3 as Blakers also finds Dolt in that water position towards B. All this aggression quickly swinging back in the direction of Sora's favor now, and the bomb, meanwhile, making its way towards A long. Oh my god, Arctos, what was that? He found a really nice shot through connector. We'll see if he can get anything out of it. I don't think he's going to have a chance to get a gun back, unfortunately, but 3 versus 3 now makes this a winnable round for Iniquity here, I think.
Yeah, we do have someone jump peeking towards this long position. And I think he saw those players as he did stop, and he goes ahead and smokes them off. That's going to slow them down as well as give his teammates time to rotate over. Steedle is going to push through the smoke, though, and try to clear the site fast. Whether or not he knows this player is here, though, it looks like they did back off. Spear is here as well to help out, and he is going to get a lot of damage onto Arctos before finally finding the kill, as well as getting a bunch of damage onto Steedle. Try is also here to go ahead and finish off that kill towards Steedle, leaving just one player in long. He gets a little damage onto Try, but that's all she wrote for the side of Iniquity as Team Sora find their second round.
Yeah, second round, but I think Iniquity overall, they got a pretty good job in there. They missed a few shots towards the end. They could have won it for him. Unfortunately, got caught out a little bit. He cleared the garbage position, then immediately got peeked on from that position once he looked away. But all said and done, Iniquity getting a bomb plant with a full save, like that's going to be pretty good for them. They're going to get pretty much a full buy here, all you could want. No op, but oh, I take that back. Steedle is going to buy an op, so they are going to have the op and even full armor, not even a glass cannon. So interesting round here to say the least, but full buys for both teams, and the push is in for Fountain. Look at this. Oh my god, Try's already shoved up close, and Sora going to take Steedle down over that smoke. Arctos refrag. Sora misses the shot, but Try is there to swing it back anyway. He takes down one more, and it's a 3 versus 4.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that the SMG that Try is holding onto doing so much work, getting so aggressive, and they immediately comes out with the first 2 frags in the round. It does look like Iniquity are going to start going towards the B side, but quickly Blakers is going to almost get the kill onto Zellers. Zellers swings back and takes his life. Instead, he's able to come out on top, but as I say that, Booty Lord finds the head of Dalton. Now it's all left onto Zellers and Jinja, and I was a bit surprised because we had voice cams on, or at least I did, and there was a scream coming from one of the players.
I'm going to stop you here. I'm going to stop you here because look at the flank. Look at the flank. Try is on the flank, and he's going to catch Zellers by surprise. Oh my god, he misses the spray.
Oh my
Zellers
god!
somehow manages to escape, and now it doesn't matter. Try's going to find the first frag anyway. 1 versus 2. Zellers can't do it. He's too low. He goes down to the op. Oh my god, that was disaster, and then it wasn't, and then it was again. I don't know what the heck happened there, but Try is going to end up winning this round with Sora, and they're going to make this 3-0.
That was one hell of a round. We had the great take coming in. I mean, I'm surprised they even got onto that site, but he was able to swing back and get the kill towards that player in water. But then the fact that the flank almost didn't get them anything, the fact that he just barely missed that player twice was crazy. Now we are getting a little bit of a pause coming through from the side of Sora's anime boomers, who are up 3-0, sitting on a pretty comfortable economy. And they are going to take this time to let Sora just go ahead and use one of his binds in the chat repeatedly. I think we're at about maybe 60 or 70 uses of this particular bind. So you got to respect the dedication to the BM.
Yeah, they can use this timeout for however they want to. I am going to use this timeout to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Cygnus Esports, CYGNUS, at Cygnus_esports on Twitter. Check them out. They're an up-and-coming org. They're fantastic. You can watch them anytime you want to. They're really cool guys. We like them. We appreciate them. We thank them. RTS partners are going to help you get your game to the next level. You can go to their website on the link below our stream to get a free quote from them. Find out what you need to do to take your team, your org to that next level. Sector 6, of course, they're our newest sponsor. I've heard a lot of good things about them as well. 20% off with code GL20 on their entire store. Of course, select products in that store, excuse me. With a buy now button, you're going to find that as well. All kinds of different cool things on there. Get nice decals on shirts, leggings, jerseys, stuff like that for your team. So check out all of them if you have the time, if you have the desire. It helps them out, it helps us out, and it helps things like this happen. So yeah, timeout over. Iniquity back in the pressure seat here. They need to do what they can to try to get a couple rounds in. I talked about how they need to be aggressive early. They need to come out punching. They need as many rounds as they can get in this T side. And it's been a little flat, but look at this aggression now coming in from Connector. Dolt is just rushing right into the crosshairs of Try, who's going to shut him down with an instant headshot. Jenga with that Galil is going to trade it back so low. Adams should go down too. Spear trading it through, but 3-3 now. Two of these players are so low. And look at Booty Lord. I don't think you're going to expect him here.
Yeah, this positioning is so good. I mean, they put 2 players in here already. I doubt they'll expect the third, but the head is seen a little bit, and he isn't able to get the kill, and Arctos quickly gets him down, leaving Team Sora now in a 2 versus 3. One of the few times that they've not had the advantage going into the later half of a round, but we do have 2 players tagged down, and Blakers is going to make that tag down, down to death, as now that all that's left is Jinja and Arctos. Jinja sitting on 6 HP. This is going to be so difficult if you are the side of Iniquity. I mean, they have to find a site without losing one of these players, and it looks like they might just lose a player right here. The Blakers, as he finds yet another in this bathroom area, and now it's all left on the 6 HP player of Jinja, trying to creep his way back into bathrooms to get bomb, but there's 2 players here. He has to find these heads right away if he wants to get this round.
Yeah, it's rough for him. That being said, if he gets the right pre-fires, he's got a shot. Both of these players don't have very good HP, and they weren't actually watching the bomb. So he's going to get away with it, and I don't think Blakers heard him run away. So he will actually get a free bomb plant, and they're too far away to hear Squeaky Door close either, which means their rotate is going to be a long way away. That makes this round a whole lot more doable. He's going to have time to get a good after plant, and he's got a real shot to win this round now.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. He crawled up all the way, and then he used the decoy that was there, the exploding of it, to run away without being here to give him time to get that plant. That was, I don't even know if that was on purpose, but that was absolutely beautiful if it was. And it does look like they are going to go ahead and walk right past him. Whether or not he's able to get these kills, though, is yet to be seen, as the players are going to both go heaven. Is he going to be able to get the flank, or are they going to expect this? They're going to start to drop into sight, both of them now.
I think
he has to find both of these heads.
They don't expect this at all. This is so good from him, and Blakers in such a tough spot now. Yeah, he's got to run away. Yeah. Oh my God. Jinja picks this up. A really heroic play from him. A really nice read on that bomb allows him to get the first round for Iniquity there on the board, 3-1.
That was such a beautiful round and a beautiful clutch coming through from Jinja. I mean, the sound games and then the positioning was just absolutely perfect. He completely outplayed Sora's anime boomers there. God, that was just a beautiful round.
I think I'm going to go ahead and call them the boomers for the rest of the series. The Sora's anime boomers is a big mouthful here. But regardless, 3-1. The economy for both teams is currently on the ropes. One win either way could reset this. And Dolt is going to take a lot of utility damage, down to just 1 HP. Holy crap. And Blakers is going to take down his teammate. 1 HP is enough, though, and Dolt finds the refrag. 4v4 now as the terrorists look to execute on this B-bomb site.
Yeah, they're pushing through this monster area, and it looks like there's 2 players here, but I don't know if they're going to be ready for this aggression. They were boosting, but they drop back, and they do not have the guns for these long-range battles. They have a shotgun and an SMG, but Spear is going to get aggressive and a little bit of damage. He might just get this kill. He does it, but Booty Lord goes ahead and uses that Swag 7 to get one, but Jinja taking him down. It's all left on Sora with his op. He does get one, but is that going to be all he gets done in this round? It is a 1v2 now, and they're getting the bomb down. Whether or not he's able to get these frags is yet to be seen, but this is going to be a difficult round. He's hoping to catch this player moving out of position, but it looks like Steedle is going to be content just holding his spot and not giving Sora anything. And he does get peaked finally!
That was the timing on that peak. Sora's got to be feeling so bad about that one. But Iniquity have done it. They've won 2 in a row, and now the economy for the CT side is broken. Needless to say, that might not stop them. They do love to force buy. It looks like they will actually be opting to just save on pistols here, so they'll have a full buy for the next round. But yeah, Iniquity have in all likelihood earned themselves a tied game.
Yeah, I mean, especially with this, that the problem is Sora is so good with this aggression. But as I say that, Dalton does take down the first aggressor, that being Blakers, and it looks like they are going to be comfortable just sitting here. Whether or not he's able to get all of these, though, is yet to be seen. He does get one, Jinja getting the second, leaving only Sora alive after that push on 16 HP. Him and Try have to try to get this back, but try as they might, I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, it was a good try. You got to stack a bomb site on a save like that. They did it. It didn't work. Better luck next time, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it looks like this round is pretty much over. The bomb's going towards A, and honestly, I bet we see Boomers try to get that gun that was dropped. I don't know if it was thrown out of play yet, and if they get that, I see a save coming through. They might try to get some exit frags, though, if they can. They are being, Iniquity is being very cautious about this A site, wanting to make sure to not drop any more guns or anything else to them, and they are going to go ahead and take down Sora. Easy said and done, so they are safe from that. Try is going to try to find this gun that was dropped, but I don't think he's going to find it in this water area, so that's probably the round done other than exit frags.
Yeah, if Try's lucky, maybe he can steal away a gun. He's going to do his best to, in all likelihood. Saving this easy is not really worth it. But if he had armor, I'd say I could see him saving the armor. But it looks like he is going to try to do something here, try to find a kill. He might be able to pull one off on Zellers. We'll see. I don't know if Zellers heard him or not. But Steedle is going to be ready for it anyway, and he's going to finish that off. So, yeah, no kills for Sora there towards the end. No guns saved. 3-3, 3-all here. We got ourselves a tied game.
Yeah, so far, God, this game is good. I mean, it looked like Boomers were going to run away with it at first. They had such a solid 3-round lead at first, but Iniquity just tore it back. I mean, the first round was a little bit of a fight for them, but the other ones they took pretty convincingly, and it looks like they are going to go ahead and try to get even more control towards this B area. It seems that they do love the B site, at least for the starting of the round, but this aggression from Try could be everything. He's coming up behind multiple players. He does have to open that door, though, if he wants to get anything, but flash through the smoke. Blakers is going to try to get one, but easily Arctos finds his head, leaves him now in a 5 versus 4 against pistols, and Try is going to get the dink. Great that he gets any damage there, but nothing else. And all we have left is this boost on B as they drop down. They know the take is coming through, so they have to reposition, and Dalton is going to take down Spear quickly, and all that's left is Beauty Lord. He does find one, but that's all there is for him. And finally, all that's left is once again Sora with his scout up in heaven.
Yeah, we saw that round. I guess the Boomers had a little bit, not quite enough money to get a full buy-in, so they did opt for a half buy here. We saw some pistols, the scout come out. Nothing too crazy. They still have money to buy for the following round, so they kind of did a double save here, which I wasn't expecting. I thought they'd force into this round, but I guess they decided that they want an AWP and all the proper utility that they could get their hands on. So we will be seeing a full buy in the following round here as Sora, the Boomers, get their feet underneath them, so to speak, and oh my God,
Ooh.
Sora! Insane exit frag on that scout. I hope we caught that with our observer. That was nutty as heck. That is going to put Iniquity on 4-3, but a bit of a morale booster for the Boomers here as Sora shuts down that attempt to leave the bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful shot, but at the end of the day, one shot isn't going to get them back into this game. Of course, they do have great economy, and bringing out the double ops, which is the first time we're seeing that. I think, honestly, if they want to start shutting down these Iniquity pushes, Boomers have to be a little bit better with their utility. I mean, right now, only 2 of their players have any sort of utility damage. I think that they're just not slowing down these pushes in ways that their teammates can come and help them. And they're just kind of going into these fights. But as I say that, Dalton is going to take down Blakers. Once again, coming through with that smoke, trying to get that kill, and giving Iniquity yet another 5 versus 4 at the start of this round.
Yeah, Dalton's been really good about that so far. Finding those entry frags is such a crucial part of swinging the map in one team's favor. At a level like this, once you get a 5 versus 4, it should be about an 85% certainty that that team is going to win the round. They should be able to put themselves in positions to trade properly and secure that round in a good way, barring some kind of insane personal round individual performance from some player. But yeah, We find ourselves in a 4 versus 5 now. Blakers is taken out of the equation. The utility is lining up towards A. We've got one lurker towards B and Dalton to try to wrap these CTs as they leave the B bomb site, and the execute is on. We have one CT opping in bank, and that is Sora to play retake here, and can't quite find the shot through the smoke, and Dalton's going to pick up another frag on that exit, and oh my god, he just keeps wrecking everybody, takes down Booty Lord with an insane shot, and now it is all on Try and Sora just trying to escape with his guts.
I don't even know if they're going to be able to do that. They are getting hunted just a little bit by these Iniquity players, and they could also get pinched. It does look like Dalton did go ahead and back off. He was happy with his 3 cool, amazing frags, and is just going to go help his teammates on the A site. But it does look like now they are going on the hunt. Dalton and his teammate are going to start pushing out, hoping to find these last players. Yeah, the hunt is on for Iniquity as they try to find the remaining 2 players for Boomers.
They should have heard Try scope, so now they're going to pinch him down, and things should get interesting. He's going to have a hard time staying alive here. And he's actually going to get the frag on Jinja, keep the shot from coming through, and Zellers is a little bit late to come around that corner. He will escape with that op, so that's really good for him. Both of those players are going to survive with ops, and that means that the Boomers here will have plenty of money to buy into this round.
Yeah, I mean, now the Boomers are sitting on a full loss bonus, so they can, every single round, hypothetically force up and get some decent stuff, you know, at least like a Galil and armor on each player. And we do have some fancy stuff coming through. A great nade coming through from the team of Boomers. A lot of damage onto the side of Iniquity in that area. And Blakers is going to finally find that opening frag onto Dalton. Those two have been battling back and forth in this B site, but finally he finds the head and the first kill. And finally, Sora are in the lead for a round, possibly looking at finally their 4th round against this Iniquity team.
Yeah, I was looking at that from Dalton's perspective. Unfortunately, he had the first shot. He caught Blakers by surprise a bit there, but he wasn't able to convert the kill. That being said, we got 4 CTs pushing towards long, and Sora's going to spot the boost but miss the flick. He's alone right now, but the rotation is on its way. His teammate Try holding off the bathroom push, and the re-peek is going to come in. Arctos, the flash over is going to miss, and Arctos is going to escape with his life. Sora misses the shot again, but he's going to opt to not re-peek that and just try to walk away. Arc is going to be able to secure that angle, and this A bomb's like getting pinched big time. I don't know if Steedle is going to expect Try so close. They are right next to each other around the edge of this wall, and this all comes down to the positioning. Steedle is going to spot him out, tries to get it. He does get it finally, but Spear is there to swing out and refrag. Really well played from him, and now things are getting a little bit spicier here. 30 seconds left, and these T's have got to make a decision. 3 versus 4. One of them is nowhere near the bomb site. He is still in connector, and the smokes come in. They are going to have to commit to this A bomb site. This bomb is pushing long. Zellers has got to make something happen. Arctos, they got to find a way to open up this bomb site. They got to deal with the player truck, deal with the player bank, and it's going to happen. The spam comes through, but it's not enough to finish off the kill. He's got to do more. He finally finds it, but it was so labored. It was so late. He couldn't get the trade kill, and it's not going to happen. Blakers sprays down all 3 for his fallen comrade. 4-5 now as the Boomers secure another round.
Yeah, I mean, great holds play. Just some great trades coming through at first for the Boomers, and then finally Blakers just hitting his shots right at the end. I mean, there's nothing you can do when a player just pops off like that. But also, it seems like there was a little bit of miscommunication coming through from Iniquity. I mean, we had one player pushing down the connector area as his 2 teammates were going up long into the A site. That could have just been maybe a missed call, or he didn't know that his teammates were going into A at that time. But either way, his teammates pretty much had to take that, or his teammates had to take that site by themselves, and he was there pretty late to help and ended up getting taken down anyway. But luckily, Iniquity have the economy to go ahead and buy up, so they do have 5 rifles going into this round, going against a very strong buy from Boomers with 3 rifles and 2 ops, one of those rifles being a saved over SG, which we know how dangerous that can be on the CT side.
Yeah, I really like the early aggression we saw in connector in this round from Sora. He tried to beat the timing down connector, and unfortunately he got smoked off, but he took a spam shot and almost nailed a T, I think, in Zellers. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. Steedle's going to open things up. The op misses. Sora is going to miss that shot onto Steedle, and Steedle punishes him for it. The SG comes through, but he's not expecting the refrag, and Try manages to find Zellers too, even though Zellers knew where he was, and now Dolt is going to peek out on this op and win that aim duel. Booty Lord goes down as well. Tries to double up, but is not able to secure it on BMS. Meanwhile, Jinja behind him is going to fall as well. It's all on Arctos now. 1 versus 3. He's got to find these players. He's going to get spammed through the edge of that smoke and not able to do anything. He is going to fall. The counter-terrorists pull it back and tie this game up once again.
Yeah, I mean, we both predicted this, but this is really a close game. Each of these rounds, regardless of what they're buying, seems like it can go anyone's way. And finally, we're seeing Iniquity once again on a little bit of a disjointed buy. We're seeing 3 rifles, 1 SMG, and then a deagle on Jinja. And we know Jinja can hit his shots with a deagle, but still going up against ops and stuff like that, that is not the gun you want. But it looks like they're going to go for the quick B aggression. They are going to go ahead and go to the site.
Oh my god, the bomb is going to go down. The rush was stuck. Steedle managed to make it onto the B bomb site, but his team could not make it behind him. Arctos is going to get a very late attempt at a plant. The smoke will cover him. Booty Lord isn't going to be able to see it, but the retake is going to be in here 3 versus 4 and make that a 2 versus 4 with some excellent utility usage from Try. Steedle, though, is going to spot out Spear and hold his trigger. Manages to find the first and the second before finally going down. This is doable now. Zellers has got 2 to find. He's going to find not the first. Booty Lord is going to find him and end that round. But yeah, that's going to be a 1 round for Team Sora after a bit of a nerve-wracking. Iniquity almost clutched it. It was close. They had an opportunity. That was good trigger discipline to find 2 there, but unfortunately, they are not going to seal the deal. And the Boomers are going to take the lead. And I want to go on a point you said earlier. You talked about how Iniquity are going back and forth. I agree this is a close game, but I don't think it's as close as it seems because we talked about how the Boomers have got such a powerful T side and Iniquity have to do a lot this half because they're going to have a hard time dealing with the second half of this game. And I am a little worried for them right now, to be honest. I'm not seeing what I think we need to see from them just yet. And we'll see. It's going to be a save from them, pistols only, as they look to do something towards this fountain area. But I don't think much is going to happen this round, to be honest, barring some insane shots.
Yeah, I mean, unless we see some heads completely pop, there's not much they can do in this round. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, is that Sora's Boomers, or just Boomers, are so good at their aggression that, you know, they absolutely thrive on the T side, but they use that aggression to their advantage while also on the CT side. And playing against an aggressive CT side can be so difficult if it's not something to prepare for, especially with Blakers already completely behind them, finding 2. The aggression like that makes it so hard to deal with. Boomers just show up at the last possible spot you expect them to be in. If you give them any space to breathe, they will take it and stab you right in the back. And now Iniquity are stuck with pistols on a 3 versus 4. So yeah, I think this round is pretty much said and done unless we see some absolute heroics.
I want to point out how weird this is. The Boomers have fully committed to this A bomb site. They have 1 person watching B from heaven, but they have 3 of these players towards A, and they are committed to this. They don't know the bomb is there, but they still have all these players here. This is a really good read. Sora's going to find Zellers through the smoke. He just took a spam shot when that smoke popped. That was really well played from him. And now the take is on Jinja. He's got the P90, but unfortunately he doesn't have the breathing, which is required to use it. He is going to go down to Spear, and that's going to be a 1 round for the Boomers. Terrorist timeout is called. But
and it's been stated in chat by Jinja that Dalton has spilled some water, so I think they're going to go ahead and clean that up. You do want one of your top frags to not have a broken keyboard when going into this lower bracket semifinal game. But yeah, so far it's looking really dangerous for Iniquity on this first map. I mean, you know, we both said it just recently. Boomers are so good on that aggression, so good on that CT side, and they're even losing on their T side. And Overpass is a side that T's seem to thrive on. I mean, there's just so many different options you can go for. You can go towards that B area, and there's 2 different directions you can go there. Connector gives you so much control, and you're able to beat the CTs there as well as giving you bathrooms and long. I mean, there's just so many different avenues to play with when you're T side, and there's so many different areas that the CTs have to hold that it's very, very difficult to come back when you're losing your T side.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Another thing I want to point out here is that Blakers and Try, I've talked about them before on this stream. They both play really well for their team. They are often standout players for the Boomers, and this series so far, this game has been no exception. Try and Blakers both doubling the kills of the rest of their team right now. Blakers almost tripling them. We see 16 and 7 for him so far this half. Outstanding performance. Over 100 ADR for both of those players as well. And yeah, it's stuff like that is going to make it so hard for Iniquity to win this game. Honestly, they're going to have to find a way to shut those players down. And so far, they just haven't had an answer. And look at Spear now, the aggression coming in from Connector. He is going to hold this with his teammate. Try. They are going to anchor this, and this is going to be so hard for the terrorists to take.
Yeah, I mean, they've read this perfectly. There's 2 players down here right now, as well as the bomb kind of posted up.
Dalton, look at Dalton. Oh my
area.
gosh.
Oh.
He's going to miss the spray. Can't find the head, but Zellers opens things up in Connector with a nice spam shot through the smoke. And Try around it and wants to use it to his advantage, but he kind of sealed himself in here. The smoke's going to clear, and now it comes down to who's expecting who. Jinja's not expecting it, but Dalton is still doing more work. He finds Blakers the refrag for his teammate. He's doing so much work so far this half. Finds 2 into this round, and there's a lot of work left to do, though. Try in a great position to shut things down. They still have to deal with him. They know he's somewhere in connector, but where is the question? And the flash is going to come through for Zellers. The team flash tries to help him drop down the ladder, but it's not going to happen. Try wins the fight anyway, and he's got time to buy here. He's got a smoke. He's going to sit here and chill for a little bit. Dalton, though.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that they're even going for this. Iniquity saw that Try was down here. They know he's one of the top players for Boomers, and they know that he's in this connector area. They could have completely just moved around him and went towards this A site, or possibly even towards B with some clever positioning, but instead they lost 2 players to one-on-one fights that they absolutely didn't need to take. I mean, it does look like they are gonna get the bomb down in the end towards B side, but they're in a 2 versus 2 that they don't need to be. Make that a 2 versus 1 now. It's all that's left is Dalton sitting with the SG in this water area, but he does get the first kill onto Booty Lord.
This is
now
an ace
location is known, and Try. Oh, Try does find the kill though.
Yeah, that would have been an ace if Dalton won that round. Unfortunately for him, it's not quite going to come through, but for to his name, he tried to do it. The end of that round came down to timing. I agree with you. Like, I'm not really sure what was going on in connector, but the 2 versus 2 there, we saw Booty Lord in heaven, I believe it was. He got the timing wrong. He wasn't sure which way to look. He was looking towards the stairs behind him, and they ended up planning on the B bomb site instead. And that, in all likelihood, could have cost the Boomers the round, but ultimately they ended up winning it anyway. And now, oh my God, the quick trade comes through towards Fountain. The op is in position, but he's quickly traded back by Arctos. That is a really nice Krieg headshot from him, equalizing the playing field just a little bit. Taking, unfortunately, not one of the top frags out of commission, but still, you know, you do what you can, you take what you can get. 4 versus 4 now, as these terrorists are looking to push here. Oh my God, Dalton is just the king of this B site. He's gonna double it up again. I don't understand how this keeps happening. He's gotta have a big dick right now. He's gonna find 2. Can't quite get the 3rd, unfortunately. He's gonna go down to that op, but still, he's done enough. 3 versus 1. Booty Lord is all alone. His teammates are dead, and the A site is taken. He's smoked out. He's got a nade that's probably gonna do damage on Jinja, and it will a lot. Down to less than half health off that, but still, it should not be too much to sweat. The location has been given away, and Iniquity looking to win this round.
Yeah, I don't think he's... I mean, I would be surprised if he even went for this. Of course, Boomers are known as a team that will kind of just always go for the retake or play a lot more aggressive than other teams, because they are, at this point, a team that just focus on having fun and kind of BMing the other team. So they will go for things that a normal team wouldn't. But I think even this is... Excuse me, never mind. He is going to go ahead and creep into the site and find the quick scope, excuse me, onto Jinja before finally Arctos gets him back. But I am absolutely surprised he even gets 1 there.
Yeah, it was an impressive attempt. He did what he could. I really think that would have been worth saving. I think that was a little reckless and unnecessary. We see the Boomers do that a lot, where they maybe go a little bit too greedy, try to overreach a little bit, and now they don't have an op for this last round, which could have been really important. It could have been a game changer. Time will tell, but the push is in. Try is waiting for a flash from his teammate Fountain to peek, and the flash is going to come through. He's not going to find anything, but Arctos is going to find Sora. That long-range gunfight with the MP9, not going to work out to his favor, but Booty Lord is going to find the MP4 kill. Try also, Arctos manages to trade it back, but he's so low now. That is the top frag out of the server, however, and now he's going to be able to recover the bomb. The timing behind the wall from Spear is eventually going to catch up with him, though, but Zellers with a nice headshot is going to trade things back. Firepower is still favoring the T's. Spear has got to try to find an upgrade here, and find it soon if he can. The SG is going to be collected by Jinja. He's going to lose that Galil, and now the flank is coming in from Spear, but it's going to be a pretty long way away. If these T's move fast, it's not going to matter. He's playing so slow, he still doesn't know where they are.
Yeah, I mean, also the positioning from Booty Lord here is so dangerous. If they just go through Monster, they'll be safe, and they'll probably get a plant in, which it seems like they do, but Booty Lord was just hoping they would go through water. He's probably able to hear them pushing onto site now. He is going to get mollied off, and now it's all left onto him and Spear to get back into the site, but we're at least going to get the bomb plant. Jinja does use another molly to clear the site. Unluckily, no one is there. But he's going to hold this angle that Try is pushing into, but Spear with the flank coming through, quickly taking his head off, and he almost gets the second. Jinja, of course, with the better weapon at long range, but now his location is known, and he's not looking the right way. Whether or not he gets this yet to be seen, but he looks up, and finds the head of Booty Lord at the last second, bringing us to an 8-7 half in favor of the Boomers.
That is going to be the Boomers securing the 1/2. But that being said, I saw a lot of good things out of Iniquity towards the end there. They won a few rounds that looked pretty good, and they are going to have a decent chance in this game. I'm still concerned for them. I still think that this terrorist side can be so powerful. It'll be interesting to see how they can deal with it. I'm sure they've probably planned for it. We'll see what they can do, but it is going to be the second pistol round of this game. Round number 16 is well and truly underway here on Overpass.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying this, but this is such a dangerous half. And the thing is, Iniquity have shown that they can win their fights against the side of Boomers. They're great aimers and they're great players. The problem is the rounds that they gave up...
I'm gonna stop you because look at the swarm here. Blakers is up bathrooms. This is happening now. All 5 of these terrorists are pushing, and they are devastating damage. Steedle, though, finds the first headshot. Arc doubles it up. That flank trade comes through, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Make it a 1 versus 3 before you can blink. But 2 of these players are on just 1 HP each. 1 bullet could take down 2 of them, regardless of where it is. So Try very much so in this round. We know how good he is, how capable he is, how well he can aim. Now it's time for him to show what he's capable of. 1 versus 3 here. First one peeks. He can't nail it. Now it's time to find the other 2. They're giving him shots. They're not peeking at the same time, but it doesn't matter. Finally, they all swing out at once. Jingus will finally find the head, and that is going to be Iniquity tying this game up 8-all.
Yeah, that was I actually what I wanted to bring up was that Iniquity might actually thrive on this side even more because they were dealing with some of the aggression coming through from Boomers. The problem was a lot of the rounds they lost were from poor calls, I would say, calls that didn't really make sense. Of course, in the heat of the moment, you can't tell everything that's going on, but against this aggressiveness, it might be good. And Dalton is going to go ahead and try to find these 2 players right here, and he does get the first and the second in the molly. He quickly takes down Try and Sora. A great 2K. He does finally get taken down by Blakers, but he gives his team the advantage going into this round, and so much information. That's a great play coming through from Dalton. As I was saying, they might be able to deal with the Boomers' aggression. They bring their own aggression to the table and go ahead and take down 2 players quick.
Yeah, I almost feel like Dalton doesn't have an often. You know, I almost feel like he should be playing for the Boomers over there because he has a very similar play style. He's just so aggressive and gets in there, finds 1, finds 2, keeps pushing, doesn't care, maybe overextends a bit and gets punished, but in the end of the day, he's still going to do enough for his team. And 4 versus 3 now, very limited utility, very limited weaponry here as these Boomers try to force their way out of the bomb site. 50 seconds now. They don't really know what to do. They got smoked off again. There's still 2 more, another smoke, couple of mollies for these CTs to really delay things and force that clock down. And Steedle left alone on A. They're kind of putting a lot on him, but they're calling it right. Zeller's going to open things up B, and the push is in now. Desperation is these terrorists try to find their way onto the bomb site, but they are not going to find a single thing. Headshots and frags come through across the board here. Zellers and Arctos clean this up.
Yeah, I mean, finally, Iniquity are in the lead again going into another round. Boomers are forced to almost completely save into this one. They do have 4 Deagles, which can be a very, very dangerous buy, but still, you got to bet on the side of Iniquity, especially because they're going to be focusing on taking these short-range battles with these SMGs. We do see a lot of aggression in this, fountain area real quick. We do have 2 players up, while as the other 2 wait for that molly to fade out, but it looks like we're seeing a lot of B presence from the side of Iniquity, which isn't going to be the right side. They do have all this information, but it looks they've almost completely given up this A site as Boomers are pushing towards it. Luckily, it wasn't a rush because they don't have to deal with the retake. They do have at least 2 players pushing up towards it. Now, Lansor getting dinked down as well, but really ballsy stuff coming through. And as I say that, Zellers does get the kill on the Blakers. Maybe the balls were worth it.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot on Arctos. 1 headshot could open up this bomb site, but it's not going to happen. He's still on it. He finds 1, finds 2, almost made a 3rd, but Booty Lord is going to find that frag and shut him down. But Steedle is here to close things out. Still, Sora's going to take him down and try to get a bomb plant, but it's not going to happen. These CTs on the flank are too close, and they are going to end this before the bomb can be planted. And M4s are going to be collected for both these CTs, so all 3 of those rifles are going to be saved over. Really good round for Iniquity. They keep the bomb from going down. They keep those rifles. 3 alive is going to be the magic number to keep that economy happy and healthy, just like I hope all of you guys are. And yeah, it's 10-8 now. Sora getting themselves the first buy round of this half. See the AWP, we see full utility. The Kriegs are out. This is do or die. Time to nut up or shut up here, and they're going to do what they can to pull this back here. Oh my God, Blakers!
Blakers is going to do what he can. That's Blakers going ahead and nutting up, as you said. We are going to see another one coming through with Spear, taking down Dalton. He is going to come towards Jinja, but Jinja is going to back off real quick. And I was about to say that this round may be the deciding factor for the rest of the game. We are going to finally see how the Boomers are going to do on this T side with guns, and they almost get yet another one. But Jinja, just barely on 5 health, takes down Spear and stops that aggression. But still, with Try taking down Zellers, this is going to be a difficult round. Only 2 players left, each of them on one side of their own. This B site is left with only 1 player on 5 health, and he has to defend it alone. It looks like he is just going to give up the site and hope for the retake, but he might even get spammed. And with 5 health, that's more than enough.
Yeah, the Molly's going to be good, and that might actually burn Try to death, but it's not quite going to spread to him. And he will be fine hugging the edge of that wall there and dropping down. But yeah, this has got to be a safe call if you're Iniquity. You got 2 rifles to hang on to. Your economy not doing the best. If you save these, you can drop guns over. You can field a buy next round. If you lose them, you probably won't be able to buy.
Yeah, save is definitely the right point. And since we have some time, a point I wanted to get into is that, you know, Iniquity, even though they did lose this round, they lost their aim battles, especially with a great spray through the smoke coming through from Blakers. They still might actually do almost better on their CT side because they are hitting their shots, and that might be the way that they're able to counter against this side of the Boomers. But they are going to go into this next round with a pretty shoddy economy. Only 1 player really sitting on an economy where he can buy down. That is Dalton with the 6K. But they are going to go into this round with somewhat of a half buy or a force buy. They are able to get a bunch of rifles, 4 rifles, one of them being the FAMAS. But still, this round is going to be, I would say, a decider round for the next few. If they are able to take down they are able to take down Boomers here. They are going to completely break their economy other than 3 players, but if they do go down, they are going to have to save into this next one. So this is pretty much 2 rounds in the making right here.
Yeah, and Blakers tried the spam again, wasn't quite able to find it, unfortunately, but that's not going to stop Spear from pushing and falling to Dolt. The punishment is in. He is the judgment that the Sora Boomers have found to smite them down. 4 versus 5 now. That op taking Spear out of play means that this looks a lot more difficult, but Booty Lord spamming through that smoke connects with Seedle down to just 6 health. He is hugging Arc, and no! He made a jump noise! He made the jump noise that gave them both away, and now they're both going to follow these terrorists through the smoke. Zellers is going to trade one back, and Dolt is doing what he can to swing this round back into CT favor. But what a blunder from Ark and Seedle to let this slip away like that. That was so unnecessary. That was just poorly played. But still,
Yeah,
2 versus 3, and the bomb is a long way away, so they should be able to pull this back and recover this. But man.
Yeah, that was such a dangerous position. I mean, sometimes that just happens. Some of us have jump on the scroll wheel, so you never know what's going to happen. But Try also with that positioning behind them. I think even if they didn't make that jump noise, they would have gotten taken down by Try it anyway. But they still have left their team in this positive position, the 3 versus 2. They are going to get the bomb plant as Sora puts that gun down safely, and there is one of these players for Iniquity all the way on the B site. This is going to be maybe a little bit dangerous of a retake if these players decide to go for it before their teammates here. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and start clearing the site before they have the support of their teammate. But oh my god, the T's are running away. They're just going to gamble on them not holding this. But oh my god, they are going to hold this. There's no way they get this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh! No, the kid has picked up Zellers. He's got a chance. 1-1 now. Sora, all he has to do is play this bomb, and he's playing it so well. He's not peeking. Zellers peeks, and Sora's going to hit a nice shot. And guys, I hope you are sitting there. I hope you're comfy. I hope you have got something to eat because this game is all tied up yet again. How many times is that? 4 or 5 times now this game has gone back and forth being tied up.
Yeah, it's just been so back and forth. And what a ballsy play coming through from those Boomer players. I mean, there was not even a second left on that defuse, and they barely get that kill in. If he missed that shot, the round was completely over. And they're going for this fast B aggression. So many flashes coming through. They know they're up against pistols, so they want the site quick. And Zellers is going to turn away right at the wrong time. Arctos does find one with his USP, but still it's going to be difficult. Sora trying to shut down the push. Jinja falls, and so does Steedle. Great stuff coming through from Sora, excuse me, with that pistol. And the B side is shut down, and now it's a 4 versus 2, and all they have is pistols. They have to go for these exit frags, but there's almost nothing they can do. Arctos does get a little bit of damage, but quickly he's going to get double peeked, and now all that's left is Dalton with his Deagle, and he's going to go down to the hands of Spear.
Yeah, I like the idea from Iniquity, the counter rush down the connector there to try to flank from construction, but so many mollies were going to stop that dead in its tracks. They didn't have any smoke to deal with it. And Iniquity are going to lose the lead for the first time in a while here after winning 3 strong CT rounds. Those are quickly traded back. The Boomers now 11-10 full buys for both teams. The CT buy is a little lacking, limited utility on Doltz and Zellers, and also the FAMAS. And we see a T rush coming in here quick. Zellers going to be the first person to contact at Monster Pillar. He's dancing around and spots the first, sprays out the second. Dinks Booty, what a great swing from him. Jinja is going to spam Booty down through smoke. 4 versus 2 now. Sora trying to spam. He needs to get that bomb down before all this rotation comes in, but it's already here. The smoke's going to buy him some time. Now is the time he has to plan it, but he's hesitant. He doesn't know where these players are. He wants to get another frag before he commits, and Blakers is going to catch Dolton on the flank. So really good play from him to catch that, and the boost is going to stall. Still no plant. The smokes are fading. The wallbang comes in. They're going to stick this. The Molly's going to delay things, but meanwhile, Arctos is going to find Blakers, and Sora is in a 1 versus 3. We saw him in a 1 versus 2 last game. Maybe he can pull it off again.
He's going down right here.
Oh!
Yeah.
Almost found the first, yeah. It was
even
close.
Even if he did find the kill, Jinja was right behind him, and also there was just so much utility for the side of Iniquity for that retake. They could have flashed him off, they could have mollied him off. I mean, there was almost no way Iniquity lose that round unless Sora hit some insane heroics or Iniquity, I mean, for lack of a better term, throw the retake, but luckily they do go ahead and hit their first shot onto Sora and bring it back once again to a tied score of 11-11.
Yeah, we were talking about how they had to neutralize these players. They had to find a way to shut down Tri and Blakers if Iniquity wanted a chance to bring themselves back into this game, and they're doing it. Tri still has a really good 21-12 scoreline, but Blakers is down to just 19-15, which, while still good, is not nearly as good as it used to be. The second half has been difficult for him, and the op is out again for the CTs. This is going to be really hard for the Terrorists to deal with, I think. And as I said earlier, the scoreline is tied up again here. We'll see.
Oh, that boost is everything, though.
That was so
Dolton
good from
takes
Dolt.
down. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that was such a good boost. They had the timing so perfectly, and we are getting made fun of right now by our stream director, but we won't let it get to us because we love casting and we love saying A and O. Sora is going to go ahead and try to get a boost of his own, self-boosting himself up towards this long position, but he's not going to get the peak, and he is also going to get jump spotted by, Steedle with the op. So we're going to see the two oppers go head-to-head. Of course, Sora isn't holding an op at this point, but the timing may be in the favor of Sora. Steedle is once again holding it, so we're going to go ahead and see who wins this battle. Don't know if you can see, but the timing is all wrong for Steedle, and Sora is able to get 2 quickly, and the A site is completely cracked open like an egg, and the bomb is going to go down, planted for bathrooms. The molly is not going to spread so close that he just cinches his leg hairs. No damage done, and there are going to be some kills. Jinja taking down one before Booty Lord takes down Dolton, and now it's all left on Jinja and Zellers.
Oh, the flank here could really shut things down. They find both, but are they going to read this? There's no way they don't. Yeah, they don't read it. Jinja tries to swing and correct, but Blakers is going to find both. And yeah, a really nice clutch from him. The flank was unexpected. Iniquity, once again, losing control of the game after tying things up. And again, I wouldn't worry too much about what our observer thinks of us. I do have it on good authority that he's a doo-doo head. So,
it is a factual statement.
That being said, counter-terrorist timeout is going to be called. Iniquity are going to have to think about this one a little bit. They have to maybe go back to the drawing board, assess what's working, what's not, because I don't like their stacks. They keep stacking the B site and leaving, I think it's Steedle alone on A, and I don't like that. I think they need more of an A presence than we've been seeing.
Yeah, also, I do believe this is actually a technical pause coming through. We have had a player disconnect, and they did say in chat that both teams are having some Discord problems. I think there's some problems with the servers possibly on Discord right now. But, I mean, we said this earlier in the first half, is that if you give the Boomers an inch, they'll take a mile. Any position that you give them, they're absolutely going to take. They're going to be aggressive all over the entire map, and that's how they keep getting in these amazing flanks. I mean, I don't even know if you could call it lurking because they're not really going slow and quiet. They're just bursting their way into any land that they can get their hands on, and if you're not there, they're going to keep going until they find you. So Iniquity, I think, maybe have to slow it down and try to just hold sites a bit more. I mean, they've shown that they're able to win these aim battles, and of course, Dolton does seem like he's going to keep his aggressive style. There's no way you can stop the beast that is the Dolton Master, but, you know, maybe his teammates do have to hunker down on these sites a little bit more and try to get these these more stationary kills and try to just lock down these sites instead of going head-to-head with the team Boomers.
Yeah, speaking of Dalton, I think he's trying something here. He had a great spawn. He was running, trying to hit those hops with a knife, and he's going for the peek with the FAMAS. He's going to catch out Try. Sora is going to spam through the smoke to secure that trade, but Steedle's hungry and he wants more. He's going to get it. Secures a rifle for himself. The Krieg is collected, and there's no one else to refrag. The terrorists have been split up. That connector has gone down. Spear not been detected yet, but he's going to have his work cut out for him here towards the B bomb site, which it looks like is going to be where the hit comes through, but he's going to find the boost. He's ready for it and opens the door now. Seedle's aware of it, but what's to do now? No, he's going to miss the kill on Spear, and unfortunately that is going to swing things back in the Boomers' favor. Iniquity, what was a 4 versus 3 is now a 2 versus 3. Where did it all go wrong? I don't know. I think that boost was unnecessary. When they have a 4 versus 3, they don't have to go for peaks like that for info. They can just sit and chill and play the trades. But regardless, 3 versus 2 now as the terrorists group up long and look to take this A bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, Jinja's not even looking towards long, and he is going to finally hear, not here, he's going to get hit in the face with a molly, but the timing is all wrong. He turns away from the flash, but the flash wasn't there, and he does get the first kill onto Spear, but still, that's leaving his teammate in a 2 versus 1. Arctos with everything to do on his shoulders. He does have an M4, so he may be able to do something, but he's going up against 2 SGs, and more importantly, 2 very strong T-side players. He does spot out the first, but now they know where he is as well, and it looks like the timing may not be in his favor. He knows where they both are now from the nade. He's gonna have to be careful though. He tries to flash the smoke going towards Blakers, but his back is turned and Blakers goes ahead and fills him full of lead right into the back, bringing Sora their 13th round, and now they have a 2-round lead, which is one of the first 2-round leads we've seen in a pretty long time in this map.
Yeah, the Anime Boomers will secure round number 24, and that also looks like they are very close to securing this first map of Overpass, because Iniquity, once again, they're going to have to save. They got limited utility, limited money. That loss bonus not yet at its max because of the back and forth trading. Nothing but Deagles and a couple P250s for these players. So maybe they can hit some shots, we'll see. But Arctos getting aggressive. He hasn't been spammed just yet. He might be able to catch Spear here. Even if he does, he should be refragged by Try. And he actually gets Try and almost manages to double up on Spear. The spray wasn't quite able to find any heads. And now, this is interesting. The push is through bathrooms, and they missed the timing on Steedle. They have no idea he's back there towards long. That being said, it might not even matter. He's so far away from the rest of the action. I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, this is an A fake, and it's pulled 2 players off this B site. Now we're going to have 3 players trying to take towards this pistol player. That was such a good fake, and Sora might even find Jinja here. Jinja almost gets him, a little bit of damage, but he gets taken down. And that's Zeller's down as well. The B site is completely open. I don't know if they'll be expecting this quick flank coming through from Steedle, and Dalton is able to get one as well. And Steedle got a gun, and he finds the kill onto Spear. Now it's absolutely doable, especially with a 2 versus 1. These players just have to play together. All that's left is Booty Lord sitting under heaven. He knows where both of these players are, but whether or not he's able to get the kills onto them is yet to be seen. He's going to keep looking up, but this is going to be difficult. Both the players are pushing at the same time. It looks like he may be gifted the back. A gun dropped right on his head, but he is going to get the first kill for free, and now it's all left onto Dalton with 12 health. If there's any player you want to do this, it's him, but this is such a difficult position to retake from, and Booty Lord does find his head, and now the Boomers have their 14th round.
Maybe you can explain this to me. I really don't know why Dalton didn't stick around. He almost seemed to drift back towards the A bomb site, like he thought that maybe the last player was saving and he was going to try to catch the saver or find the saver. I don't know, but they didn't peek him together at all. Dalton was blindsided by the fact that he was still on the bomb site, actually, and now that was a bit of a blunder from Iniquity. They really had to win that round, so I don't know. 5 versus 5 now. The full buy is in, but 14-11, they are 2 rounds away from losing this game.
Yeah, but they are going to go ahead and get taken down by Booty Lord as well. That's going to make this round all the more difficult, and it seems like round after round they've had a little bit of miscommunication, and Steedle missing that shot is going to make it difficult as well. Oh! Is going to find his head, as well as Dalton also finds the head of, or Blakers finds the head of Dalton. Zellers is going to finally trade one back, but still this is a 4 versus 2, making that a 4 versus 1 as Spear takes down Zellers, and now it's all left on Jinja once again. And he's not even on the side. It looks like they're going to take the bomb too. He does spot out one player, but in return, he's been spotted out as well. He is going to get smoked off and taken down by Spear. Team Boomers, Anime Boomers, Sora's Anime Boomers, whatever you want to call them, are now sitting on match point. And also, thank you, the Canadian, for the raid of 471. That is absolutely insane. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We love our Canadian friend. I don't know why I'm talking so fake. I do, like, on a personal level, do like Canadian. I don't know why I said that in such a fake way, but thank you, everyone. This is map 1 currently. We are going to be going into map 2 soon after, if the Anime Boomers are able to take this down against Iniquity.
Yeah, we're getting into round number 27. Could be the last round of the game here. Iniquity have to fight 4 more to get into overtime if they need it, and it might not happen. This push is in. Blaker's already pushed up. Not going to be able to quite find the frag just yet, but he's been a powerhouse so far this half. He's done so much work. They haven't been able to stop him, and the aggression towards Long could potentially find a nice flank, but Steedle so far hasn't been able to make much of it. The bomb still towards T-spawn is going to be a bit of a slower round, and both these teams, these CTs are getting aggressive. They're looking a little bit desperate. They're trying to find. I'm sorry. I'm not saying they're looking desperate. They're trying to find holes because they know their back's against the wall, and Steedle. You gotta have trigger discipline, man. You can't win that fight with the long range, even with the lineup. Blaker's gonna take him down as well. Zeller's falling. Dalton, though, in the connector could make things interesting. His teammate Jinja's holding things down, and he does have to flank. He finds one, 3 versus 3 now, as Sora gets traded down low. Arctos falling, and now things look interesting. Dalton, why weren't they ready for him? They should have been expecting a flank. They knew he was there. He killed the teammate, and Sora gets the bomb down, but he's so low. Surely he doesn't win this, and he won't. The Boomers maybe gift Iniquity another round here. They, regardless, I don't want to take away anything from Iniquity. They played that well. The frags came through. Dalton has been playing insanely, but also a bit of a misplay there from the Boomers.
Yeah, I mean, Dalton, of course, hit his shots there. If there was any whiffing going on there, he absolutely would have lost that round. And he did also win that last duel, but that's another round towards the side of Iniquity. And sadly for them, the Boomers don't have a broken economy just yet, so they are going to be going into this against a full buy, and still not a full buy themselves. They do have the 4 rifles, but they also have the scout sitting on Arctos, so their opper doesn't have an op, so this is going to be a little bit difficult at this point, and I'm interested to see if Iniquity are able to take us back into a 13th round and maybe overtime.
Yeah, and Arctos is going to miss the first shot in that scout. He's forced to fall back, and I don't think he's realized tries to jump this far. These terrorists have taken control of words are hard. Bathrooms here at B, and the frag is going to come through eventually. Sora finds it on Arctos. He gets tagged low, but will win that trade, and now things are looking bad for these CTs. They're split. The long rotation is a long way away, and the bomb is going towards the B bomb site, where just 2 players, Zellers and his best and most impersonal friend Jinja, are here to try to hold this bomb site.
Ooh, the first kill goes away to Blaker. Zealous just trading back and gets the second one as well. Great hold coming through from Zealous. He is taken down to 20 health, but still it's great hold, and he might even get another one. He's in a great position, and he does! He finds the head of Try, and almost the 4th. He dinks Sora down, or not a dink, sorry. He takes Sora down to 6 health, and he leaves it all onto his teammate Steedle. He did everything he can do. Steedle now has to win a 1 versus 2, but he has the planter and someone who's on 8 health, but they both know where he is now. This is going to be so difficult. He has to clutch to keep them in the game. The absolute heroics that need to come through right now from Steedle are insane. He is going to go ahead and molly one player out of position, but he's not looking where they're going to be coming out, and Sora takes him down. Map 1 goes the way of the SURKZ Anime Boomers, and that's map 1. I mean, really strong stuff coming out of both teams, but at the end, it went the way we predicted. We both thought SURKZ would be taking this map 1, so Iniquity have to take it back in this map 2. I mean, of course, that's how best of 3s work, but they have to come out the gate swinging if they want to take it.
Yeah, we'll see. It is going to be their pick. So, guys and gals, we will be going to Mirage. We'll be able to see what Iniquity can accomplish there. And if they manage to claw their way back into a 1-all series, we will be seeing the 3rd map, Train. We're going to take a short break while we transition maps here, guys. Stick around. We will be right back. How is it going, guys? We are back. It is map number 2 here in this best of 3 series in the losers bracket of the Pot of Gold tournament for Golden League. And this is Iniquity versus the Anime Boomers. The pistol round is going to be Iniquity starting out on the CT side here, and it looks like it's going to be a B rush here for the terrorists. A lot of utility usage. The flashes are overhead. The rush is in. Sora, first one to charge, spots out the flash van player. Jinja trying to escape, spots out the bench player, but Arco's going to take him down. Now, Tracer coming in. Spear's going to take down one. Blakers trades it out. Oh my god, he's just shredding Steedle also on the bomb side. He is not missing a shot. Trades come through here. Zellers finally taking it back. It's a 1 versus 3 now after plant. He's got no kit, he's got no time, and he's got no life. Booty Lord to clinch it out. And also, round number 1 going to the terrorists. Cullen, sorry you didn't get a chance to say anything there. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this map too, but I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised that Iniquity went and chose this map. I do believe this is their map pick, but just because Iniquity are, I mean, they haven't played much on this map before, and we are going to go again and get the quick push, so I'll go ahead and come back to that later, but quickly, Booty Lord is going to go ahead and take down Zellers and try to get the second onto Dalton, which he does easily. The site is now theirs. They are going up against the pistol. Steedle finally gets one, gets the AK as well, but whether or not he's able to do something is yet to be seen. It looks like he is going to be content just saving that as Jinja tries to get these exits towards this murder hole area. So I guess now I can come back to the point. I guess Iniquity are a team that haven't really played a lot of Mirage. Also, it does seem like Jinja is going to fall at this point, but they're not a team that played a lot of Mirage in this tournament, at least not recently, whereas they beat one of the strongest teams in this tournament, that being Cyberstorm, on Train. So, of course, it may have been banned, but still, I'm surprised that they didn't try to get that map in the first place. And, of course, they do lose their second round and lose all of the players, so no guns saved for Iniquity.
Yeah, I want to point something out as well. It looks like there was a bit of a miscommunication, maybe a bit of a disagreement on what they should have done. A couple of the players for Iniquity bought last round, and most of them saved. So now they're at a point where their economy is really weird, and we see 3 rifles coming out, but also the force buy with the MP9 and the Scout, where they could have had 5 M4s. So I don't know, that might have been on purpose. But meanwhile, look at the aggression in mid. That's going to catch Try by surprise, and that M4 is going to do a lot of work. Steedle finds the first frag, 5 versus 4. That aggression coming in good. God. He's going to double up on the aggression from Palace, too. The execute is in. Zellers is holding behind the box. This is chaos on the bomb site. Smokes are through. Booty Lord flying like an angel through this bomb site, but they're going to fall eventually, and it's all on Blakers now. But look at where he is. He's going to take down Arctos, but still 2 players left to find, and the bomb is not under his control. So Iniquity should be able to clean this one up.
Yeah, I mean, Steel coming through with the heroics, getting the first pick off top of mid, and then finding 2 players on that A site, especially winning that aim duel. I mean, that's a beautiful shot, but the fact that he won the aim duel against the top is one thing, but he is also going to almost get this last kill on the Blakers, but Blakers comes out victorious. Even the 3 kills that Steedle gets aren't good enough against Blakers' own 3 kills clutch.
Yeah, that was the caster's curse, I suppose. He did a really good job of spotting that cross. I don't know why they felt the need to cross that triple box there, because he spotted it out and spammed him through the box. And then also that was kind of just a whiffed spray towards the end there by Steedle. He did good, but he couldn't quite find that spray that time. And that's not going to end well for him either this round. We see the pistol by not netting too much just yet. Steedle falls in mid. And the bomb is left top mid. These terrorists don't want to take any chances, but they did not need to do that. They are just running over these defensive players.
I mean, Blakers finds the double spray. It looks like Sora's going to find one of his own, but Jinja swings out with that CZ and finds Sora's life instead. It now is all on Jinja as his teammate goes down, but Try is going to quickly end the round and bring the Anime Boomers up to their 4th round. Of course, we have seen Iniquity go down in these poor starts, especially on their, or I guess they were on their T side last, but we have seen Iniquity come back from these sort of weak starts. This is their first full buy coming through, seeing those 3 rifles, and once again the trusty op on Steel of the trusty opper. So I think this is going to be a pretty deciding round. It's the first gun round, so I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be an A execute. The flashes are in, the smokes are in. They are out already. Blakers out the scaffolding, and Zellers gets a free kill, but he's not going to find it, actually. Although the Molly was going to finish off Dolt. Steedle finds one back through that smoke, but it's not enough. 3 versus 4. These CTs are well and truly locked out of the bomb site. That being said, Arctos finds a great one with his teammate Jinja flashing him in, takes down Spear. 3 versus 3 now, and these terrorists are low, so the retake is definitely possible, maybe even likely, but they've got limited time, only 1 kit. They have to find these frags and find them fairly soon. The Molly's great. to force him out of position. And now the 2 versus 1 is in. Sora is low, and the utility is here to force him to jump through the smoke. He's not going to get anywhere. Yeah, plenty of time for the defuse. Iniquity find their first, and thank God for them they did, because this could have got out of control really quick.
Yeah, that was such a dangerous round. I mean, they lost the site and also lost the man advantage. I believe they were sitting at a 3 versus 4 retake, but
yep.
Luckily for them, their teammates were able to tag down the anime boomers pretty well, just because it was, you know, it was a pretty... I mean, they had easy shots, they just weren't able to get there because they got double peaked. So luckily that Molly was able to finish off one, and then they were able to hit off their shots. It looks like we are gonna, I was gonna say slow down, but quickly Dalton takes off speed before Blakers finds the head of Jinja, and he gets the second one as well onto Arctos, who is looking the wrong direction. The B site is completely open, but the bomb is nowhere near. Quickly though, Blakers wants this site. He's gonna get the 3K now onto Dalton as well. Blakers is going to keep aggressing. He actually is comfortable just so far sitting in this area. Steedle does finally get back one of his own, but the A site is taken as well. There's only one player left. Sora did find one with his op. Blakers is on for the 4K if he wins this fight, and he does take down Zellers. That's 4 kills in the round for Blakers, and Sora, Anime, Boomers are now on their 5th round.
Yeah, Blakers just kind of, I mean, there's not a lot to analyze there. He just kind of ran in and dunked everybody. Some really nice shooting, some really nice strafing. He got those kills, he got it done, and made Iniquity look silly, to be honest. Pistol buy coming in from them now as they kind of shake their heads wondering what the heck just happened. If I was them, I'd call a timeout. They got to call one soon, I think, if they can't get this figured out, because they are losing control of this game. But Steedle hitting headshots like that might just swing it back, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do it. Zellers on the bomb site is causing a lot of trouble with a 3rd headshot. Oh my god! He finds 3 before he finally goes down, and Dolt is there to finish it out. Holy crap. Excellent playing from him. Unfortunately, Jinja's not going to be able to collect one of those guns before the round ends, but still, wow. Some nice shooting, Tex.
Yeah, I mean, woo, these rounds still, I mean, like, even though the scoreline is pretty, I would say, wide at this point. I mean, 3 rounds at the grand scheme of things isn't wide, but at the start of the game, it is a little bit disparaging if you are on the losing side. But still, these are pretty close, and Dalton is going to be the first to find some action. He does get the first kill onto Bullier, as well as the second on Blakers, and also the 3rd onto Try. Dalton trying to blow Blakers out of the water with his 4K a few rounds ago and find his own 3K. He might even get the 4th. There is one more player here, but he isn't going to get it. Steel gets it instead with that op. Dalton does get taken out, but now this last player is known, and the bomb is in their possession. And it looks like he is going to peek right into the op of Steedle. Another round for Iniquity off some great heroics from Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, that was really well played by him. Honestly, the 3rd kill was really nice. That was a really insane spray transfer. The first 2, he just shot players jumping through a smoke. I don't really know what they thought they were going to accomplish on the Boomer side by doing that. But regardless, good positioning from Dalton. Good job getting those frags. He didn't whiff when they needed him not to. And Steedle's going to find this kill through the smoke. The grenade bombardment, the air raid is not going to connect on him as much as they would like. And meanwhile, Try, he's going to finally take down Dalton in that connector position, but he's got a lot of work left to do. Managed to dink down Steedle with that headshot, ending his life, but Sora, last alive, is going to fall to Zellers, and that op should be recovered here. No, they're going to opt not to pick it up. Okay, so the op will not be recovered just by choice, and Iniquity 1 round away from tying this game up now.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get the op, but they did get 2 T-Side rifles, the AK and also the super powerful SG, which, of course, in the current meta is still pretty powerful, and they still had the economy to buy the op, whereas the Boomers are looking at a broken economy if they lose this round. I mean, they're, of course, going to have that loss bonus. They have lost 3 rounds in a row now, but still, it's going to be a difficult buy for them if they don't win this round. It looks like they are going to get the quick mid aggression, get a lot of that control, and go up connector. There's a player here waiting for them. Whether or not Dalton is able to get these kills, though, is yet to be seen, but if there's any player who can do it, it's Dalton. He is completely blind, though, but no push coming through from the flash, just a little bit of aggression. Spear, though, who's going to see who first? Dalton just misses the spray barely, and Spear takes down Dalton. Dalton was aiming just above the head, but it looks like the bomb is actually going to end up towards this B site, at least for now. There is the one player in connector, but Iniquity isn't too phased by this loss of A control. They do have one player of Arctos just edging over a little bit, but he's still on this B site. They are still comfortable sitting on this B site, and Zellers is going to get a kill quickly. Steele going to try to find this one, but quickly Buddha Lord finds 2 with the AK, tapping those heads quickly. Now it's all left once again on Zellers on this A site. Honestly, if I was Zellers, I think the save might be in order. Whether or not that's going to happen, though, is yet to be seen, as Blakers is going to go ahead and tag them down. Zellers does swing out, though, and get the first kill, but I think the save might be on, sitting on only 51 health. and getting hunted down quickly, but that's 2 now that have fallen. I don't know why they're still going for this hunt. It might just be best to go ahead and stay back, and it looks like Sora agrees as well, but Sora is going to take the head off of Zellers. Sora has shown once, you know, again and again that they are such a strong opper, so there's no saving against an op like that.
And Iniquity, right? They had actually read that really well. Initially, they had 3 players towards the B bomb site, but Dalton dying in that connector area was really the catalyst for that round going the way that it did, because him dying meant that they had to pull 2 players off of B, and that allowed Sora, the Boomers, to really open up that bomb site. And now we see the push coming in mid again. Steedle has been so good about finding these frags. He's going to double up again and find one more and kill that offer. So now things get interesting, because the 2 versus 4, sure, the terrorists have the B bomb site and the plant is actually going to be able to go through. No one's there to stop it, but they are going to have a heck of a time trying to stave off these counter-terrorists.
I mean, we're already seeing this aggression. The boost may actually be exactly what they need as Tri falls down. Lakers is able to get one more, but now they know their position and there's 3 players left. As long as they play this well, they are going to get this. He does know that Dalton is coming, but Dalton doesn't care about the element of surprise. He will still rip your head off with that SMG, and now that's another round for Iniquity, bringing us to a 5-6, which we started this half at a 4-0 for the Boomer side. So Iniquity have already taken up 5 rounds. We're only giving away 2 to the Boomers. So they're so good at these sort of clutches or comebacks. So let's see if they're able to keep it up. And also, the economy is pretty broken so far for the anime Boomers.
Yeah, it's not looking great for them here. Iniquity are poised to take this game back into an even split here, 6-6. But you never know. Things can happen. These players can hit some pretty nutty shots. It remains to be seen exactly how this round will work out. There is a bit of a bias towards the A bomb site here, and the terrorists might make this call correct. Jinja alone for now, holding off the push B, and he's gonna get timing. He doesn't expect the push through the smoke. That's gonna open up the bomb site, and Arctos is on Cat to try to take these back, but he's gonna go down. The picked up M4, punishing him, and it's a 4 versus 2 before you can blink. Trades are gonna come through and equalize things a little bit here. Steedle is really going to do a really great job to try to equalize this, but Booty Lord should be good to find Dalton. And no, he whiffs the spray. Oh my god, can't convert the frag, and now Sora's in a 1 versus 2. He doesn't even have the gun. He's got to try to find it. Oh my god, the walk through the smoke is going to allow him to get the gun, and they don't know where he is.
This could be everything.
And they're not going to expect this at all. Steedle missed the timing, and this is going to be no ammo. He's got no ammo. He can't find it. The team is going to come through, and somehow he's going to get knifed.
No.
Okay, the knife doesn't come through, but that was a crazy round. Iniquity do manage to win it, but holy crap.
I was on the edge of my seat for that round. I mean, that could have been anyone's round. The positioning was so good, but sadly the smoke came down, and I mean, hey, that's happened to the best of us. We all miss our sprays in the smoke at sometimes. It's somehow smokes seem to change the direction of bullets somehow. But we are getting a lot of aggression in this mid area with no players holding it. The op is going to come through for Steedle and quickly take down Booty Lord. Steedle is so fast with that op. And that's 1 kill coming through for the side of Iniquity so far. We are having another person push up towards this connector area, trying to find Steedle off guard, but whether or not they do is yet to be seen. They are going to see their back, though, and Steedle is going to fall to the AK of Try. And looks like this A site is pretty much open. Dalton does find one, as well as the bomb.
He's got the bomb, yeah.
But
the terrorists are going to get it back, but now it's a 2 versus 2, and that bomb is collected, but holy crap. That talk about crazy. So the terrorists walked through mid and took control of the arch's position, but meanwhile, or excuse me, jungle position, but meanwhile, Dalton wasn't cleared in ramp. They didn't clear it, and that allowed him to get the bomb down, but now it's a 2 versus 2, and the op is in a great position. There's no utility for the CTs. They picked up a kit, but they have got to find these kills. They have no smokes, and they're going to find the first one. Blakers with the op is going to go down, and now it's on Try. The bomb is planted for him, but he's going to get killed. The spray comes through, Arctos hits the head, and that is going to be Iniquity clawing their way to their 7th round and securing the round win. Is going to put them in the lead for this game for the first time period so far.
Yeah, for the first time in the entire map. I mean, as we were saying this when they were down 0 to, was it 0 to 4 or 0 to 5? I can't remember. We were saying that they're so good at these comebacks, and they're showing it right now. I mean, we are seeing yet another full gun round coming through, so of course the anime boomers can pull this back, especially with the quick mid aggression. They might be able to take down Steedle, but still, this
Look
is
at
great
Blakers.
stuff coming through. Oh no!
Oh my god, they're all gonna die. Sora trades one back, but he stinks down to just 17. And all these players are so low. There's a world where this round went the other way, but it's not this one. Iniquity 4-2, and Spear and Sora are gonna have to do a lot if they want to pull this one back. They have the
B site
bomb.
is pretty open, and it looks like that is going to be their location. We have 3 of these players sitting towards this A site. Jija does have really good positioning, but this is a place that's going to be checked a lot. They are going towards mid, though, and there's only one player here, Steedle, who is now backing off. They are going to go ahead and go under, and it looks like this mid control is going to be gifted to them. Dalton is going to peek with the off, but he isn't able to see just yet. I mean, the flashes are going to give it away, though. I don't know if I would repeat that if I was Dalton, though, and Dalton agrees with my Silver 1 casting and goes ahead and backs off into that A site and gives up mid to these last 2 players, but that's all the information that Iniquity need at this point, and they know exactly where the bomb is, and they're just going to go ahead and not give any peeks to this side. As I say that, though, a little bit of a jump out coming through from Dalton, trying to peek over, and that might go ahead and take them down. Spear does get dinked down and finally taken down by Arctos. Sora does trade it back, but Dalton takes Sora out, and that's 8 rounds for Iniquity. They've now won the half after being at a deficit, being almost trampled on by Team Boomers. Or anime boomers, excuse me. Iniquity have brought it back to a victory for this half, so that's very commendable.
Yeah, they have won 7 of the last 8 rounds, to put it in perspective. After the Boomers won the first 4 in a row, they've only won 2 of the last 10. So that kind of tells you how rough it's been for them lately. The Iniquity answered. I thought they needed a timeout, but they didn't. They just kind of figured it out. They got it going, and the AXQ is going to come through here. Only one person in Zeller's holding the bomb site. Everyone else is stacked towards B. They're expecting this B hit, and it's just not happening. Finally, the rotation is coming in here. We see Steedle pushing to... Oh! And they're going to come in, and it's going to happen. He hits the shot, and this is working out so far. Zellers finally goes down, but damage done on Booty Lord. The plant might come through, but the spray through the smoke is going to make things even more interesting. 3 versus 3 now, but look at Dalton on the flank. Surely they don't expect this. Surely he gets at least 2 here. The bomb has not been planted yet. He's got the bomb planter in his sights, and this is going to be a free kill. The bomb does get down because of the spot.
Oh.
It's not going to matter. Dalton on the defuse, on the flank, 9-6 half.
A little bit of a scary spray coming through at the end from Dalton. Missed the first headshot by just a little bit, but Dalton was able to go ahead and close it out and bring them the 9-6. I mean, that was a really scary round. I mean, those first 2 kills coming the way of Iniquity before the quick double trade coming through from Blakers. Blakers is so good at playing around those smokes and throwing bullets through those smokes. I think Blakers caught Steedle backing off just through the tiny gap in the smoke and was able to find the kill through there. But still, if I'm on a smoke and I know Blakers is on the other side, I'm getting the hell out of dodge because I don't want to be on the other side of that smoke.
Yeah, this pistol round looks like it could be a B rush. We might see Dalton trying to fake, but he's rushing out A, and it's going to work. He's going to draw 3 players over here, and he's trying to make as much noise as he can. He's going to go down, but the fake is good. The trade comes through. Zellers catches the underpass player, and there's only 1 player on this B bomb site. He's not going to catch anybody right away. The bomb is going to go down. Arc is going to take him down. Steedle also clearing this bomb site out, demolishing these defenders, and Blakers finds 2 quick ones, but he goes down. There's only so much he can do. 1 versus 2 now for Try. He has a kit. He has time, but he doesn't have health. Zellers headshots him and ends his life. He falls to the floor, a lifeless carcass shell of a human being, and Iniquity win their pistol round, and this is starting to look really good for them now.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see why Iniquity wanted this for their map choice. I was criticizing it a little bit just because they had such a strong showing on their pick of Train in one of their previous best of 3s, but
it was their secret weapon, Cullen. Their secret weapon.
They've convinced me their Mirage is looking so solid so far, and they are going to go for this mid aggression here. There are 2 players sitting in this area. That is Spear and Sora sitting in this area, and it looks like Spear might go ahead and go down towards Arctos, or to Arctos. Arctos almost finds another as well. Tagged down themselves, though, down to 11 health. But they did get the kill and damage onto Sora, so I would be happy with that trade if I was Arctos. And it looks like they are. They are going to go ahead and trade guns with their teammate, though, and go down to the Galil to give their teammate a little more firepower. It looks like A-Site is going to be the destination for this take.
Yeah, it remains to be seen exactly how this will shake down, but it doesn't. It doesn't. All five of these players are grouped up towards A, and only 2 CTs here. They did not gamble stack, and Blakers is second guessing himself. He's looking towards mid. Uh, I see no reason why Iniquity should be perfectly fine. They're walking out onto this bomb site. This should be a free win for them, basically.
Yeah, there should be no world that they don't at least get the bomb plant down here. And a retake like that's going to be so difficult, especially with Zellers just ripping the head off with Booty Lord. A great shot coming through. Dalton doubling up, finding another. The last two players are going to be in CT, and they are going to get one kill, but they have to face off against two more players of their own. And Jinja is going to go ahead and get the double spray down. Great spray transfer with that SG onto Try after getting the kill onto Sora, giving Iniquity their 11th.
11 rounds on the board for Iniquity. That is correct. And the magic number is going to be 16. So we will see exactly how that goes. It looks like it's going to be a full save coming in here for Sora. Finally, their economy has been broken. So Iniquity, again, should be looking at 12-6 before we see any real resistance from these boomers. They are going to be stacking B. One player alone on that A bomb site just to get some information and try to do what he can in Blakers. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the gamble stat coming through towards this B site. Blaker's the only one on A, and he's going to go ahead and real quickly lose his life to Dalton. A great little peek coming through from Dalton, clearing out the site. And we are actually going to go ahead and lose game feed, so we're going to be as descriptive as possible. Right now, we have 4 players sitting on this B site. We do have one rotating off, though, towards this A, but the A site is completely taken. It looks like the enemy boomers are going to be happy with giving up this round, at least try to get some saves. And Zellers is going to try to get some kills onto some other players. We have shots back and forth, but nothing happening yet. We have one player in the ladder room and one player on Cat. Jinja is going to take a player down in the murder hole. And it looks like this round is absolutely going the way of Iniquity. I hope that this is painting a clear picture for you. A little bit of shots coming back and forth as Arctos finds ahead of Sora onto Cat. And it looks like the other two players aren't sure what to do. Dalton almost gets taken down by Spear in, excuse me, I forgot the name of that area, but it's the area outside of B. And now it is a 4 versus 1 all left on Booty Lord with the USP. And Booty Lord is actually going to get a kill onto Zellers in Connector before quickly getting taken down by Arctos. And that's round 12 for Sora's Anime Boomers. Excuse me. It was my co-host that lost game feed. It wasn't our stream. Sorry about that.
No, yeah, I'm good. We got it back. Everything's good. I don't want to give you guys any alarm here, but we're doing good. 12-6 now, and Blakers is going to be rushing underpass. He's got a smoke for this. Oh, I like this. He's got a one-way over the top of the smoke. He should be good for at least one, but he whiffs the spray, and Jinja's going to find him anyway, down to just 9 HP, but that's all he needs. So now it's going to be Zellers in the B apartments, try to find something, but Dalton shredding. He's going to go down to Sora. Sora's been hitting these shots lately. He's been looking really good. He's got to wake up a little bit more, though. We need to see some more from him. I want at least a 3K this round, and we'll see what happens. Spear trading down to Seedle, just 12 HP on him as well. 3 versus 3 as this slows down a little bit.
No.
Arctos pre-fire spear around the corner. He knows he's there. He was shooting at his teammate. That was a great bait from Seedle. Try to iron that out, and now Sora with the op. The sole line of defense, he's going to get flash off of that angle. And mollied as well, forced to get back. They're going to hear that molly tech. They know where he is. Bomb unsure of exactly where to go, but these T's have got a good read on it. He's going towards B.
Yeah, I mean, of course we can see B is open, but they know there's at least one player towards the A side. Though Sora, the Opper, is going to go ahead and move over towards B. And Sora's been having a really solid game. Even though Sora's not at the top of the leaderboard, sitting on 10 kills and 14 deaths, they've been hitting their shots. So if there's anyone I want holding down this B side, especially hitting those close call shots in that apartment area, it is Sora. But so far they are just going to go ahead and hold a tight corner towards the area towards... Oh, that's the timing is everything. Sora peeks the apartments right as they get past. The site's completely open now, but they may peek into Sora's op now as they hold a different angle. Sora does go ahead and find Arctos before turning around, very conscious of the flank. The flash hits them, but it doesn't actually flash them. And now it is a 2 versus 2, and the Boomers are on the retake.
2 versus 2, this gets a little difficult. Sure, Steedle's low, and they know where one of them was around that position, but Steedle taking try down is going to make things a lot harder for Sora. He's got to hit these shots, and I don't think he expects this player so close. He doesn't. Misses the no-scope. Zeller is going to finish it off and take him down. Opts to not pick up that op. And yeah, Iniquity now looking like they're going to win this game. Sora, once again, they're going to have to save.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been a really convincing half. I believe that's 4 rounds in a row now on this half, with Boomers just not really responding. I mean, they've gotten a little bit close, but still... I mean, you can get as close as you want, but a round win is a round win, and they haven't found one. Sora is going to go ahead and try to use this pistol to quickly tag down Arctos and Dalton. So much damage. I believe that's 2 dinks coming through on these 2 players in mid, but the quick aggression coming through onto A site. Steedle finds the head of Spear and takes him down. There's a few more players left on this A site, but they have the guns. They should be able to take this. There's 2 players in CT, and Arctos is going to swing out and get their life taken by Booty Lord. Dalton and Steedle are going to take their own kills, though. Now it's all left on Booty Lord and Sora. Sora finds another, though, after getting taken down themselves. Now, once again, it's all on to Booty Lord. The bomb plant is right in front of them, though. They are just going to sit in the smoke, though, and hope for this, and they are going to get spammed down by Steedle. That's 14 for Iniquity, 2 more rounds, and that's the map.
Yeah, and I want to point something. It hasn't just been domination on this half. Like, once Iniquity got the ball rolling, they haven't stopped. They have won 13 of the last 14 rounds. You can count it out and make sure I'm right. Maybe I miscounted, but holy crap. Regardless, whether it was 12 or 13, it's an awful lot of rounds that they have strung together with just 1 win going the way of the Boomers. So, yeah, Iniquity 14-6 now. It's looking rough for the Boomers. They seem like they should be getting ready for overpass. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, God, that's 10 rounds in a row right now. And of course, Try is going to find the first kill onto Arctos before Dalton trades back, but Booty Lord is going to find an op shot onto Dalton as well. They're fighting so hard to end this reign of Iniquity. But so far, the site is given to Iniquity, but they don't have the bomb plant yet. They are going to get locked out by that smoke. A little bit of damage onto Zealous, but they should at least get the bomb plant. But Booty Lord, this boost could be everything, and he takes down Jinja and is going to go again and find Zellers. What a great 2K coming through for Booty Lord, and also tags down Steedle. They know where Steedle is. They know where the bomb is. There's almost no way they don't get this defuse. In fact, their teammate is just sitting on it right now. And that's the bomb down, and that's the end of the reign of Iniquity. After 10 straight rounds, they fall, and also another player falls for Iniquity. Finally, the anime boomers find a round and start to hurt the economy of Iniquity. Of course, Iniquity still have a giant and amazing bank on their back right now, so they are going to be able to go into this next round. All of their players getting rifles, but that's very good if you are on the side of the boomers. I mean, you finally shut down that strong reign that Iniquity had in a pretty convincing fashion as well. They are getting the quick B rush, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to you real quick.
Yeah, Jinja had a great flash from his teammate and allow him to open things up on Try. Try was completely blind, couldn't see anything, and these players are out. The bomb will get planted, but these ops are just doing devastation. Blaker's gonna rush through the smoke. He flashes himself in. No one's watching it. He's pushed up so far already, and he's right next to Arc. And now Steedle's finally gonna find him. 2 versus 3. It's absolute chaos here on the B bomb site. They're dancing around this box. Steedle finds 1 more, but he's got so much work to do. The Molly's gonna buy him just a little bit more time though, and that bomb is starting to tick a little bit low. These CTs are gonna have to find him, and he finds the first. Sora's alone on that op. Now things got a lot more doable. He's desperate. He's coming around the corner, but oh my god, Steedle can dig through the edge of it. Sora being a little bit that dink sound coming through, I think, misled Sora a little bit. He thought that he was lower than he was. The edge of that wall made it so he almost took no damage, but we saw Sora pull the knife out, or the gun out instead, the pistol out, because he thought that he was lower than he was, and that's going to bring Iniquity to match point here. They won an insane round. That was a 2v4 clutch from those players, and Iniquity 15-7. Economy of Sora not great again, and the rush is in for Dalton. He's going to find 1, trading it back. I'm not sure if that's really worth it when the weapon advantage is so high for these terrorists, but time will remain to be seen. Arc missing the spray on Blakers as well. That's going to be the end of that story. Zellers, meanwhile, in connector, doing what he can to try to make things happen. Molly's off the catwalk, and Steedle rushing onto this A bomb site here. Oh, no. He's going to end his dreams of surviving in this round. 2 versus 3, but only 2 of these players have got rifles for these boomers, and the bomb will get planted. There's no one there to deny that plant. 2 versus 3 after plant situation.
Oh, no.
Oh, 1 versus 2 now. Zellers got to do it again. He won the last clutch. He's been so good. 1 versus 2. Can he find it? Picks up the first, but dink down. It's not going to happen. Not expecting Try on the top of that firebox. He's going to take down the final kill and earn his team 1 more round.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close. And it was actually, just a quick correction, it was actually Steedle in the previous round. And I actually wanted to take a little bit of this in between rounds to focus on Steedle because they've been having an absolutely phenomenal game. I mean, they're sitting on a 1.9 KD right now. That's 27 kills versus 14 deaths. They've been having a phenomenal game, and they're the main opper for this Iniquity side. They have been opting to go for the rifle in these past few rounds, but that just shows how much they're hitting their shots. But also, Anime Boomers are hitting their stride now that they've forced Iniquity into almost a full save. I mean, we have pistols coming through, but still, this is an eco through and through. So they should be looking on their 9th round, and this may be the start of a comeback. Of course, it's going to be hard, but still, if they're able to shut down this pistol rush into B, they're going to be able to take it.
Yeah, and it is out. Try is here trying to hold line, but it's going to go down. Jinja opening things up. It's an M4 collected, and the trade comes through, but he's going to give himself away here. But Spear still trying to do it. The spam through the smoke is going to find the planter as well. And this is going to be devastation for Iniquity. They collected the M4, but they weren't able to do anything with it. The upper spot, and Steel's going to go for that duel, but he's not going to win it. That's going to be the round secured by the side of Sora. They're going to go ahead and clear that up. And I have just got word from our CEO here, Zero himself, at Golden Leagues, that he wants me to inform you guys, the viewers, that if we get double overtime on any of these maps, we're going to do a $5 skin giveaway. My understanding is that's for the rest of the tournament, not just this series. So if you guys stick around, keep watching, keep listening. If that happens, we'll have more information on what you guys do to enter it at that point. But yeah, stay tuned. 15-9 now, Iniquity looking to stave off in overtime.
Yeah, we're going into finally another full buy round. I mean, that was a beautiful 4K coming through in the previous round for Spear, just shutting down that B site. I mean, of course it was against pistols, but still to get that 4K in such a hectic manner is really commendable. But it looks like the A site, just a very textbook A site take is going to be coming through. We are going to see possibly two guns face off in underpass. But
stop! Look at this push. Spear just spotted out this take, and Booty Lord is going to be looking at the push as well. He's going to find Steedle with a grenade out, and Zeller's shutting things down to finally managing to secure up. But Spear, he has no idea Spear's there, and that's going to be the freest kill of Spear's career here at Golden League. And yeah, bomb down, round effectively over. They have to be so paranoid about this. They don't know where any of these players are, but look at Dalton. Oh my god, he's behind Blakers. It doesn't matter. Arcos is going to lose that aim duel, and Dalton finds one, but that's all he's going to... Oh my god, he got two. The spray transfer was insane. Somehow still alive, but eventually he is going to go down. Sora misses the off shot, but he doesn't need to hit it. There's backup. He's got the USB. He's going to figure it out. But Iniquity not washing those flanks, not sticking to that default. They're going to go ahead and lose that round off the back of that. And 10-15, this comeback is starting to look a little bit more doable.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the Anime Boomers just getting more comfortable. We are going to see this fight go down in mid. Sora, of course, winning the aim duel, finding another one as well. The op, of course, always going to win that every day of the week, but they are hitting their stride. They're getting that aggression that they're so used to. I mean, right now they're just aggressing up mid. Of course, they are against pistols, but for a while there, they were being completely shut down by Iniquity with those 10 rounds in a row. What was it? 13 of the last... It was a lot of the last rounds. So, of course, it seems like they're getting some of their confidence back, and with that, they're getting a lot of their aggressiveness back. As we saw a lot in the previous map, if you give any space to the Anime Boomers, they are absolutely going to take it, and they are going to push you from every single angle when you least expect it. So Iniquity have to be on their toes. Now that they've given the Anime Boomers their confidence back, they have to be ready for basically every flank that's possible.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Sora starting to wake up with that op. He not quite able to find the spam through the smoke this time. Molly going to force him out of mid, but he's going to smoke that off so he can repeak. And I don't know if this is a good spot for Dalton. He's in the smoke, but actually, I don't think anybody's watching it right now. He could time this on Blakers, and he is. He's going to find the kills, make it 2 for him in that connector spot. He's been so good at this. I don't know how this happens, but that is an open A bomb site with those heroics from Dalton. The timing was flawless, and that is going to probably secure this game here. But that being said, Spear does find one. Arc trades it back. 4-2 now. Zeller's tag down just 1 HP. Both of these CTs are at the CT position, and the Molly is going to stall them. They have no utility to deal with it. This round is over. This is 16.
Yeah, this is going to be such a difficult retake. They have to hit the heads immediately, and getting flashed like that, especially with Zeller's ripping off the head, is going to be difficult. Now they know Sora's all that's left with the op, and Zellers gets the 2K to close it down. And we are going to go ahead and see a map 3 now. Iniquity win their map pick after getting taken down just barely. And I think, actually... did we just see the exact same score just switched on teams? I think we did, so interesting scoreline there, but a really solid game coming through from all of the players, especially Steedle coming through with those, I believe at the end, 27 or 28 kills with all of those, op shots and SG shots. But anyway, we are going to go to yet another break as we get that third map set up, so go ahead and stick around to watch the third map as we go into Train.
Hang on, before we take a break, really quick, I just want to ask what you think about predictions for Train. How do you think this game's going to go?
I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Anime Boomers are a little bit maybe as on paper stronger team. They've gone up against stronger teams. They've had more experience, and also like multiple of their players have LAN experience. So these are some very, I guess, they're players who have been around the block once or twice. But Iniquity are some young guns who are just great at aiming, and also, I mean, they dominated on Train the other day. They were able to take down Cyberstorm, which is, I mean, I would say one of the favored teams in this tournament to make it to the finals. So the fact that they were able to take down such a strong team on this map we're about to be going into, I think it's going to be a good battle no matter who wins.
Yeah, it remains to be seen exactly how it's going to go. I was up in the air. I think I would have had Iniquity to win it if they had completely decimated on Mirage. That be like, because if the Boomers don't have a chance to really come back into the game, they just get completely destroyed. They mentally might not be there all the way. But they had that string of rounds in kind of like a half comeback. They made it more competitive. I think they're going to be feeling it. They're going to be like, okay, guys, we got this. We could do this. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say I think yeah, I think Iniquity win this. I'll swing with them. We'll see. But we will be right back, guys. Take a short break while we get set up here. And yeah, those are our predictions. We'll see if they hold true. Stick around.
Welcome back, everyone, to the third map of this best of three. We're once again seeing SURKZ Anime Boomers go up against Iniquity, and we are going to be getting into this knife round. Of course, this knife round is the first knife round that's going to matter in this best of three, because this is going to decide the starting side. So we are going to go ahead and start with these players just stabbing each other as much as they can. It looks like the Anime Boomers are going to go ahead and take this one, though, as Tri takes his knife and stabs it into the back of Jinja. And I guess we'll go ahead and see what side they're going to start on.
Stabbity, stabbity, stab, stab, stab. They are going to go ahead and take that away. And yeah, the Boomers tend to be pretty good with this. We see them taking a lot of these knife rounds. That's something that some teams at the lower level don't really practice. They don't really think of as an important skill, but it is something that you do see a lot when you get to that. Those players who, as you said earlier, so nicely put it, have been around the block more. And we see that coming out. I don't think they've lost a knife round in quite a while, and it looks like it's going to be a B hit here. Tri is going to be here to try to hold it, but look at this from Blakers. He's going to push up and find two, make it almost three. He can't quite connect the headshot. He has been so good for these players, and now Seedle just gets to walk out eighth. He catches these players by surprise. They weren't expecting it. 3v3 now as Iniquity managed to claw their way back. The smoke comes through, but Sora pushes right through it, gets goosed, can't quite die just yet, but they take down his teammate while he clings to life on the bomb site. Tri finds his third of the round, but he's all alone. He's got more work to do. If he wants to secure this round, he's got to find the ace. He's jumping, trying to reload, not able to do it. Seedle will spam him down and earn his team the pistol round with a lovely 3K.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like it was going the way of the Anime Boomers at first, but they read that so well. They read that since that B aggression came through, A might be open. They know how aggressive the Anime Boomers are, and they perfectly got onto that site and almost hit their shots. I mean, it was a little scary. We had some whiffs coming through, but at the end of the day, they're able to close it out, and it looks like they are going to once again start to head towards this B site, or possibly down these this ladder, but they're going to be a lot more careful of this aggression, even though there is a lot coming through from Iniquity. Now, Blakers, but his head is going to get taken off by Zellers. The first kill going the way of Iniquity in their first gun round.
The first gun round is looking good for Iniquity. That is true. The force buy from the Boomers not quite as fruitful as they would hope at this stage. It looks like it's going to be a B hit. Just Sora here to defend, and that Deagle is going to find one, but it's going to have a hard time finding more, and it's going to be denied. Zellers takes him down. Mac-10 with Arc trying to find holes in this smoke upper. He's not going to quite find anybody just yet, but the bomb will be planted. The oil train push is going to come in here from Tri. He's trying to find these heads. Excuse me, and we'll see what happens. 4 versus 3 now as the retake is slowed down a bit, but Tri creeping ever closer to this bomb train. He's going to go down instantly to Zellers, and Arctos not really able to find anything with that Mac-10 because his teammates putting everything up, but he might get a chance here. Not going to happen. He will collect the AK, and 3 guns saved for Iniquity. Pretty good anti-force for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're sitting pretty comfortable right now, but that's worries me almost a little bit. I mean, they said that they've been practicing their train, and we saw that they can put train to good use. But also, the last two matches, we saw them start low and come back strong. So the fact that they're starting strong, I'm curious as to whether or not they'll be able to keep this up, or if they'll lose a little bit of steam. We do have the first kill coming through from Dalton, though, onto Booty Lord. He does get tagged down to 51 health, but they're up against pistols, so far he's pretty safe, and he gets the second kill as well on the spear. He's trying to get aggressive, and a third! He's looking for the fourth now as he pushes into this A site as his teammates take B. There is one player here, but I doubt the CZ is going to be able to shut it down. The dig does come through, and he gets the kill onto Arctos before Jinja quickly trades him out, but now it's all left onto Sora with a Deagle and a Dream trying to get these exit frags in connector. Dalton is going to come up into this area, but Dalton has already gotten 3, and he wants his 4th. He does get tagged down by Sora, but he gets the kill. 4 kills in that round for Dalton, and a 3rd round for Iniquity as the Anime Boomers sit on 0 rounds.
0 rounds so far. What's happening to them is what happened to Iniquity last game. Iniquity started out 0-4, and then they swung it back. So you never know. It could happen. We'll see if Sora have got the same moxie in them. They are going to be having their first full buy with rifles and double op setup. So this should be interesting to say the least. We see an op on up pushing upper there. Sora burns in that molly for an awful long time trying to find that push, but he's not going to be rewarded. Booty Lord, though, is going to find that peek out of the ladder position through that smoke. That's going to be an excellent find from him. Try dancing around the bomb train. They've got a pretty good defense here, and the timing could come through for Spear here. He's going to find Steedle. It will. He's good. The Ivy position has been taken care of. 5 versus 3 now as this terrorist aggression is slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, we do have some shots coming through from Try. Yet another kill coming through from the Anime Boomers. I mean, barely any damage done to this Anime Boomers side so far. A little bit of damage on the Sora from the Molly, but that smoke comes in at the perfect time to shut down these last 2 players. Though they don't have eyes on this area anymore due to that smoke, but I don't know if Iniquity should even really be going for this. The save might be in the cards with the 2 versus 5 right now. If they don't get a kill right away, they should just be backing off. And as that re-smoke comes through, that smoke's going to fade at, what, around 20 seconds? So I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I would be going for this if I was inside of Iniquity, especially with Jinja dropping down like that. It does look like Zellers is going to try to get away with their life, but Blakers is not going to let them as he runs up and mows them down with his M4 finally around on the board for the Boomers.
Yeah, and 5 alive on that gun round for them. You cannot overstate how good that is, right? If you are these Anime Boomers, 5 alive on the CT side is massive for building economy, because every single one of these players now is going to be able to have money to buy if they lose this round. Like, they're going to have, if that didn't happen, then they'd be looking at a force buy or a save, but they're going to have money to get everything they need in the next round, even if all of them die. So that takes a lot of pressure off of them, especially given that this is going to be a half buy for Iniquity. They probably could have fully invested, but oh my god, Dalton, what the heck was that? Spear quick to trade it back. But oh my god, that was absolutely insane. Really nice shot from him. Maybe he can do more. Look at this aggression from Blakers. He's going to push up and find Zellers, caught with his pants down, rushes down ladder. Jinja, though, quick to refrag, so trading it right back. 2 versus 3. At least Iniquity are making it a little bit costly, even if they can't win the round. Yeah, Jinja's the only one left. He does have an AK. He does have the bomb, but he doesn't have lives. He's got 1 left. That is his own. So we'll see what he can do with it.
Yeah, and it looks like I was going to say it looks like he may go for the save, but he may try to fight back for a little more control, a little more area. He is going to push into this A main area, but there is a player holding it from Connector. Whether or not he wins this aim battle, though, is yet to be seen. But yeah, I mean, it is to be seen. Try takes down Jinja and finds the Boomers their next round.
Yeah, yes. Whatever the other words for yes are. I was going to do a bunch, but I was brain blanking a little bit. Anyway, 3-2. Happens to the best of us. We are going to have a full buy coming in from both teams. Iniquity looking at a reset if they lose this. The same cannot quite be said for the Anime Boomers. We'll see. A bit of a default split here for both teams. Aggression towards the top of Ivy from Spear doesn't quite net him much, but he does get some information. And now things get slow.
Yeah, Iniquity are just going to be comfortable holding for those pushes. They know how much the Boomers love their pushes. I mean, they got taken down by 1 from Blakers last time. But it looks like they're not going to be given that same push they normally get. A shoulder peek coming through, but no kill. As I said that, though, Booty Lord does take down Steedle across the map, and that's the first kill going the way of the Boomers yet again. And Iniquity have to try to fight to get this back. They do get the bomb at least, but still, they're looking pretty rough in this round. Arctos is going to take that bomb towards the B side, or at least into upper. They do have 1 in ladder room now, but so far, not even any damage onto the Boomers. Whether or not they're able to get this round is going to be really difficult.
Well, yeah, and I mean, more importantly than the damage and even the numbers is that they heard all of it, right? Booty Lord is on such a close flank. He heard all of this, and he is going to take us apart. So even if he didn't flank, even if he just held A main, it didn't matter. There were 4 players on the B bomb site to stop this push because he got that info. And that's just insult to injury, the fact that he got that flank kill. This is decimating Iniquity. They have no way to deal with this, and the map is so closed in that they can't even rotate back. They're stuck here. They have to commit to B, where all of these CTs are lying in wait, and they've just got to hit some insane shots if they want to win this round. It's not going to happen. Blakers is going to fall to Jinja, but he's got 4 more to find in 15 seconds to do it. Spots out Try over the top of that smoke. Is going to spam him down too, but only 10 seconds left. He just doesn't have time for this. He doesn't even have the bomb. At this point, he's just trying to do eco damage, and he's going to go down. Sora stave off Iniquity and tie this series up 3-3 in the 3rd map.
Yeah, I mean, what we were talking about earlier is, already come to life. You know, the fact that Iniquity normally catch their steam after losing a few rounds, the reverse has happened where now the enemy boomers are sitting on a very comfortable 3-round lead, or 3-round streak, excuse me, and now going into yet another round. They have the full buy versus all pistols, especially with Booty Lord taking out the first head. I mean, this is starting to look dangerous for Iniquity. Of course, this is a very CT-sided map, so they still definitely have room to make this half favorable for them, and they definitely have room to take this still, but they can't let the boomers get too far ahead of them.
Yeah, I'd hate for them to have what happened in the last game happen again, except the other way around. We'll see what happens. It's early yet, only 3-3, and this is a surprisingly costly eco round so far. Jinja is in a great spot to flank Booty. This is all going to come down to timing, but Sora is going to spot him and not miss. That shot was so crucial. If Sora misses that, Jinja's going to take him down, and Booty gets split. Maybe divides the tension up, isn't going to be able to focus on Ivy, but that doesn't happen, and he does, and he finds both of those kills, and that round is going to be cleaner than it otherwise would have been.
Yeah, I mean, that was some great aggression coming through from Iniquity, trying to make it as costly as possible. If they're able to take this next round, they may shut down the economy for 3, maybe 4 of these players on the Boomer side, so they're definitely going to be going into this round with that in mind. They're going to be going at this with a lot of aggression, as we see now as Jinja takes off the head of Spear. Booty Lord coming back with another op. Booty Lord's been having an amazing game so far, and it tries to go ahead and spray down 2, almost lines them up, but still gets the kill no matter what. Now it's a 4 versus 2. Arctos and Zellers are all that's left between the boomers and another round, and it looks like Zellers is to go down to try. That's 3 kills in the round for them. Blakers does go down to Arctos, but Sora with a great op shot onto the head of Arctos to close out their 5th round.
5 unanswered rounds for the anime side. They have got Iniquity rolling a little bit. Iniquity have got to figure something out. Maybe again, this is a great situation where I'd say take a timeout. You know, pause, say what's working, what's not, how can we change it. They're not doing that. They're just kind of flying, and maybe it'll work out for them. It worked out for them last map, but we'll see. They are grouped up towards the ramp position, or towards the ladder position. We see Steedle alone trying to draw some attention over towards A.
Sora,
but this
though.
push towards top, oh my god, he actually gets traded out. Yeah, Sora is going to get Juan-deeked by Dolt. That was really nice. The trade is not what you want. That's an op in the hands of the terrorists. That could really open this round up. That being said, Blakers quick to trade one more back, and the shot is going to get missed. A couple of trades do come through, and I don't think the CTs are going to be able to collect the op, so that's going to be a silver lining for the terrorists at least. But regardless, one more round for the boomers.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Iniquity are able to get 5 or 6 rounds on this T side, I think they're going to be happy, just because this is such a CT-sided map, at least when it comes to pugs. It could be different for these players, but still, they're losing their opening frags. It's just, they can't be losing those battles, because no matter what side you're on, if you're just losing shooting back and forth, you're going to be losing on either side. But going into this next round, we do have yet another full buy coming through. Nope, timeout yet, and Blakers is going to take down Zellers before Dalton tries to trade back, gets one, but doesn't get the other. Somebody gets the player behind Spear, but not Spear himself. That's crazy. Arctos is going to take down Spear, though. The smoke, kind of a fake flash, and now it's a 3v3 again. The guns, pretty even, but the damage is in the favor of Iniquity right now. But as I say that, Sora goes ahead and tags down Steedle. A great shot coming through. Sora is so strong with that op. And it looks like the A site is going to be the goal, at least for Jinja. But they're going to have to be careful. There's players expecting that, but they are going to get the back of Sora real quickly. A great press coming through. And now they have the A site. There is another player here, possibly going to catch them off guard. They might get their first kill, though. They do. And now the last player is known, but Try gets 2 quickly. And they know where the third player is. Arctos is going to have to hit this perfectly. And they don't. Try gets the triple, the 1 versus 3, 3K clutch to bring them their 7th round.
Yeah, that was just insane. Really well played from Try. He played so well. He hit those shots, he got those frags, and Iniquity couldn't handle it. 7-3 now, 7 unanswered rounds in a row, and Iniquity have got that max loss bonus. They got that bomb plant. They will be getting a buy-in here, a few Kriegs, a few AKs, but they need to have something more than that. At the end of the day, bomb plant is not going to be good enough to win the game. They need rounds, and we're not seeing it just yet.
Yeah, no rounds to be found so far for the Iniquity side. They started off so strong with 3 right away, but this has been 7 in a row rounds for the Anime Boomers trying to answer back what happened to them on Mirage so far.
So far, oh my God,
Ooh.
Spear gets a nice little burst to end the life of Arctos. That was a really good correction from him. He wasn't even ready for it, but the correction was good. The frag is good, and he's going to double up again. The refrag from Steedle is not going to come through. Dolt, though, he's been a thorn in the side of this Sora team all game, all series, and this one is no exception. But 2 versus 2 now as he's taken out of the equation. Jinja doing what he can to pull this back. He's going to get timing around this bomb train. Booty Lord climbs it. Doesn't quite spot his head, though. This is so insane. They keep dancing around each other. Jinja, look up. No, he's not going to do it. The end is nigh for him. He goes down without a bullet being fired, and it's a 1 versus 2. But Zellers has the benefit of the bomb on his back, but he's going to get spotted as well. Booty Lord reads this really well. Looks the right spot at the right time, and this makes it a lot less likely. That being said, the headshot's going to even things up, and Zellers has an idea of where Blakers is and catches his shoulder. This is possible. 15 seconds. He's going to have to commit to A, but does he stick the plant? Does he fake the plant? He didn't even try to plant. I don't even know if does he think he faked it? I don't know. If I was him, I'd still fake it here. I wouldn't commit to this, but Blakers not sure of himself, doesn't know what to do. Things are looking interesting. Zellers is going to be able to get away, and I don't think Blakers is going to expect him here. But neither does Zellers expect Lakers in connector, and yeah, that's going to be another round 1 for Sora.
Yeah, that round was so close. That has to hurt if you're Iniquity, because these rounds, even though they're going the way of the Boomers, they are pretty close for Iniquity. So you're just getting so close to getting back on track, but every single time it's taken away from you. And that was actually the first round in the past 8 rounds that they've gotten a bomb plant down. So that just shows how broken they've been by the Boomers and how broken their economy has been. So they are finally picking up a little more steam, getting that bomb down, but they have to get at least, I would say, 1 or 2 more rounds if they want to make the next half possible, I would say.
Yeah, Steedle opening it up is a good way to do it, but he's so low. That trade was labored, to say the least, and no refrag is a good start for this terrorist side, and that nade is going to hit Sora down to half health. He stares at the flash, but Dalton is going to fall to try Blaker's instant headshot on Jinja as well, and this 8 take has just all but disappeared into the ether as these players are left in a 2 versus 4, scrambling on what to do. They try to make their way out Ivy. Duke managed to catch out Booty Lord, and Arctos lines up Sora, but can't convert the kill. Dinks hits him down to his 2 HP. Zellers doesn't expect the quick flank from Try, and that is going to be the side of the anime squad picking up their 9th round of the half, and there's still 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, I mean, Iniquity are getting so close, but also I don't think we haven't really spoken enough praise to the side of the Anime Boomers for these 9 straight rounds that they've had. Their positioning is just so genius so far. They know exactly where to find the holes in this offense of Iniquity, and they just press them so perfectly. They have a flank almost every round, even though, I mean, even as us watching with X-Ray on casting, we almost don't notice these flanks until they already get a kill. And also the grenades getting a kill, Booty Lord taking down Arctos quickly. That was most likely a double nade stack, but still beautiful stuff. And Blaker's finding one as well onto Zelly. This round is already almost over. Dalton does find a good deagle shot onto Spear, but Booty Lord quickly trades it out. And now it is once again a 2 versus 4 as Steedle and Jinja have to go ahead and try to take back this round. This is 2 of the top stars for this team. Jinja, of course, top fragging on this map, and Steedle taking away the second map. And Steedle is going to go ahead and get a kill onto Blakers on this B site, but now they know where they are, and they're going to have to get this bomb down. But whether or not they're able to defend said bomb from these players yet to be seen. And both of the players go down to the SG of Try. It looks like no defense is there at all as quickly the Boomers find yet another round.
I just want to point out in this round that Sora had pushed up into A main, playing around the edges of the smoke with his op out, just because he didn't give a crap and was just trying to find a kill. I mean, there ended up not really being anyone there after that initial frag went through. The terrorists had rotated off of it, but he didn't know that. He was just trying to play aggressive and try to find a kill, and that's kind of the name of the game here for this squad. That's what they've been doing the entire game, the entire series, the entire league here. this entire tournament. It's been crazy to watch, and Blaker's looking to add to that. He's going to push upper here, and he's going to catch them off yet again. The trade comes through. Zellers finds the trade on Arctos, which is good because Arctos has been struggling, so a trade with him is going to be more than you want. Jinja pushed, but he spotted out, and now it doesn't matter. He's going to find the frag on Try. That's the top frag for this team dead. Both of their top frags, and this is getting shut down now. Zellers claws another one back. A great round from him. These entries have been outstanding, and looks like finally a round for Iniquity as they burst onto the B bomb site with force.
Ooh, that was dangerous for Dalton for a second, but quickly Dalton gets the last 2 kills, and you're right, Iniquity find their 4th. And I actually really like that call from Iniquity. They go ahead and change the entire pace that they've been playing. So far, they've been having some slow defaults or slow pushes towards upper, and they decide, screw it, we're going to go ahead and blast into a bomb site fast, completely change what the anime boomers are expecting, and it nets them around. But it might be too little too late, as now it is the last round of the half, and they only have the possibility of making this a 10-5 scoreline.
That being said, the rush is in. These players are quick, and they're already past these smokes. That's the bomb pushing all the way up. It's going to go down. That's devastation. How I can't believe they did that, and this is going to keep happening. Blizzard finds a second. This is unraveling at the seams here for these terrorists. Zellers and Jin just pull 2 back, but it's still a 3 versus 3, and their utility is gone. The bomb only now getting planted, and 2 ops for the retake make this a little difficult for the side of Sora, but still, yikes.
Yeah, that was dangerous. I mean, the economy was pretty much in shambles despite how many rounds they had in a row. The anime boomers were forced onto, I think, 3 pistols there along with their 2 ops, which is a strange buy, but one that happened nonetheless. But Jinja is going to find the first kill onto Sora, the star opper for this side, as well as Steedle going to take down Try, and finally Zellers finds the head of Booty Lord, giving them their 5th round on their T side. We're going to go into the second half now soon, but that's a pretty scary scoreline if you are Iniquity. I mean, you're going up against such a strong team. This is an advanced team, and you're a team that so far has been in main. This is pretty much do or die time for Iniquity.
Yeah, as my favorite character in Zombieland says, it is time to nut up or shut up for Iniquity. But I mean, it's been that time for a while now. They've been in the big boy leagues for they're getting up there. This is pretty high level play. So it remains to be seen exactly how this will shake down. They really want to win the pistol round here. It's going to be a ladder rush for a lot of these players. Blaker's going to be dancing out, spots the shoulder of Dolt, but not quite able to commit. They're going to slow things down the mid. Look at this aggression from upper. Steedle is playing the same game that this team used against him. He is pushed all the way up in a great off angle. I don't think they're going to full clear this. He should be good for at least 1 kill, if not more. And it is going to be a B hit here as the terrorists get ready. 1, make it not quite 2. He's going to get away with his life. Blakers does check it, but not quite fast enough. And look at the aggression. Jin just kills the bomb carrier. That's the bomb spotted. The rotation is in full force. Steedle dancing on the bomb site, still alive. Takes the 2nd of the round. Make it 3. Not quite. Jinjus is going to go ahead and steal away. That's Rice for him. But nevertheless, great hold from him. Great hold from Jinjus. They hold the B bomb site. They hold the game. And they come away with a win. And not even a bomb plant means that the Sora anime boomers are going to be in a bit of a rough pickle here for this force round.
Yeah, I mean, they do buy down a little bit. In fact, a lot of their players buy down to only a couple hundred. A little bit of a disjointed buy coming through from them. But so far, the anime boomers are having a pretty, I would say, even game. They do have 3 players who are in the double digits. Try having a wonderful game at 17 kills to 9 deaths. But on the other side, the CT side now against Iniquity, they have 1 player who's on 2 and 14, which is Arctos. Arctos does actually pad that number quickly with an SMG kill. Try does get the first kill though. Booty Lord with another deagle though. These deagles may take them all the way. This force buy may have been the right choice. Sora is almost going to get Arctos out as well, and they do. Arctos taken down. Steedle trades 1 back, but now it is a 2 versus 3. Make that a 1 versus 3. It's all on Ginger, the top frag for this map, but Blakers is going to see the legs come down, and that's another round for Sora. You cannot be losing those. And I guess my point is that Iniquity, they have 4 players who are playing wonderfully right now. All of them are in the double digits, 11, 12, 13, and 15 kills for all of them. A pretty solid across the board thing, but Arctos is sitting at 3 and 15, and it's not as if Arctos is a bad player, because we've seen them show up in 2 previous matches that were on this exact same series, but they have to show up if Iniquity want to take this all the way.
Yeah, the counterforce is here, and this could arguably be the game. If they lose this round, it's going to be 14-6 before they have a chance to buy again, 13-6, and it's looking dismal. They really needed to win that force buy. And it's not going to happen. Zellers actually opens things up. Dolt as well. That's the Creed collected. That's one more frag found. And this is somehow a 3 versus 2 is happening with Iniquity just the other way. That being said, all three of them are grouped up towards Connector, and the bomb is going to be able to get a free plant here if it moves quick enough. Jinja is not quite going to get the timing. Oh, he does spot the cross. He spots the bomb. That's the info given. He's going to be able to get the rotation for his teammates, but they don't know where the second player is, so they have to be a little cautious.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not what you want. That's one of the guns taken out of the equation. And now Jinja is dancing. Seedle on the long flank, but he's going to get checked by Spear. Can't hit the headshot. Heartbreaking for Iniquity. They really had to win this round, and I just don't see Jinja doing it. No kit, running out of time, no gun. And that's going to be 12-6. Make it 13-6. Make it 14-6 in all likelihood before Iniquity get a decent buy. That being said, their loss bonus is going to start stacking up. They should be able to buy next round.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, or going into the next round, maybe after this round, if I was Iniquity, I'd be calling a timeout, talking to my team about how we're going to go ahead and try to stop this, intense aggression coming through from the enemy boomers, because they're going for it again. They are going to get that quick aggression towards the A site pretty much all over the sites. They also attempt to take this Ivy control. You have to figure out how to go against this. I mean, that's a good start. Dalton getting the Zeus kill onto Blakers. Lord is going to trade it back as well as find another one onto Dalton. That's the gun that was taken over down. Arctos as well, going to get hard cleared by Sora as well as his teammate. He's sitting in this smoke, but Sora tags him down just a little bit, but it looks like they are going to be content with it. He does find one, but Spear takes him out, and Steedle goes ahead and gets that kill. I'm surprised Steedle was able to get that kill, but that's the bomb down as well. Now it's on to Try and Spear to try to get that bomb back, as well as take down these last two players, but there's only one gun left, and that's on Steedle, a player on 14 health, and it looks like they're about to get hard cleared. This is such a scary position. Try is going to try to flash themselves in and take off head quickly, as well as find the second head as well. Try once again showing how good of aim they have. They are on 21-11 kills, and that's yet another round for Sora. The buy might come through for Iniquity here, but they have to do something drastic if they want to take this map back.
Yeah. Iniquity, listen to my caster Cullen. Call a timeout. Not just for you, but I need to plug our sponsors. God dang it. All right, Iniquity are going to go ahead and take off here. They are 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs. They have got a lot of firepower here, and they're just going to rush Blakers all the way up Green Train. He's going to catch that off by surprise. That's Arc going down, and Dolt is going to get turned on as well. This is chaos. This is horrible for Iniquity. They are getting dismantled, and they also got faked out. The bomb is going to be, and the players have rotated off the bomb site. The rush through the molly is not going to earn Zellers anything, and it's all on Seedle just trying to save the op at this point. You got to play for the 16-14 or the maybe even the comeback, the overtime at this point. God, that hurts for them. But anyway, while this round is wrapping up and we watch Steedle try to save this op, I'm going to go ahead and plug our sponsors anyway, because I don't know if a timeout's coming. So one more time while I got you guys, I want to go ahead and thank a few people for sponsoring us. First off, Cygnus Esports, at Cygnus Esports, CYGNUS. Check them out. They're an awesome org. They do a lot of cool stuff. Follow them on Twitter. Just keep updated with them. They help us out. We want to help them out. So that was crazy. But
as you're saying this, we see a great 3K hold coming through from Steedle to hold on to this op, but maybe before this next round starts, you may want to go ahead and plug the last two sponsors as well.
Yeah, I'll get them really quick. RTS Partners, you guys know about them. They're going to help you take your game to the next level, take your team's game to the next level. If you're a player, if you're a coach, they can give you a free quote today if you go to their website and check it out. Make sure you mention you came from us. They would love to hear it. And also Sector 6, 20% off on their merchandise store on select products with the code GL20. Click the link below, and Blakers is getting decimated.
No.
Excuse me, Dolt's getting decimated. This looks like the end of the game, to be honest. Sora are just running over Iniquity. Missed shots and missed the dreams here on the A bomb site as Iniquity cannot hold it together. Jinja left alone with his best friend Zellers, and a missed off shot is going to be a small consolation prize. Make that a 2 versus 3 as Zellers going to find one more of his own. And this is looking winnable. Zellers not quite able to convert the frag on Sora, though, and that is unfortunate. That's going to be 15-6, and yet again, a struggling CT economy. But yeah, so Sector 6, they do merch, they have jerseys and stuff, and you guys know it. I was in the middle of it, and they're awesome. They have really cool jerseys, really cool apparel. You guys should check them out if you're interested in getting that stuff for your team.
Yeah, of course. Sector 6 actually does all of the designing themselves, so there's no need for you to submit your own designs. You just give them a logo, give them ID, and they will go ahead and get that for you. And Spear finds the first kill in what could be this last round towards Iniquity's side. That is so devastating. And another one goes down as well. Blaker is taking out Steedle. Arctos does finally take back. And Try gets another, but Steedle finally Sora. Oh no, Sora and Try take down 2. And now it's all on Jinja, the 1 versus 4, to go ahead and keep them in the map. It looks like they're going to get caught with nade out. And that is 16-6 for Sora's Anime Boomers. And Iniquity are knocked out of the lower bracket as Sora's Anime Boomers go on to the lower bracket finals.
Yeah, that is going to be it for this series, and it happens. So that's going to be the end of that, but there's still more games coming, guys. Don't worry about it. Sora's Anime Boomers are going to be playing Cyberstorm now in the final of this losers bracket, and then whoever wins that is going to be facing off against Rebirth for the grand final and the grand prize. So hang around, check out all that stuff because it's going to be exciting. We got a lot of great games coming up in the next couple days.
And once again, thank you to all our sponsors as well as everyone in the chat. Of course, an online league is not possible without viewers. Not to sound like a PBS special, but not possible without viewers like you. Of course, you not only give us the motivation, but you make this entire process possible. So once again, thank you for watching and stay tuned.
Have a good night, guys.